Happy Tuesday! So many friends are here already while we're getting started. Hello, Euro. Hello, Noella. Hello, TS. Hello, Brawny. Hello, Kirky. Hello, Sharp. Oh my goodness. Thank you all so much for stopping in to stream tonight. It's really good to see you guys. Hope everybody is doing well. Happy Tuesday to the people on this side of the Atlantic Ocean, and happy Wednesday to everybody on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. Hope your week is off to a good start. Sorry for a bit of a late start to stream tonight. As I mentioned, I had a very, very, very long day at work. Today was just one of those days. I need a little extra time to decompress and make dinner and get myself situated before we start stream here. And speaking of starting stream, look who's here to start stream with us tonight. Hello, Miss Muffin. Yeah. You're gonna say hi? The camera can only see your face over here. Yeah, you gotta come closer to me. Nothing better than blessing the stream with a little bit of a Muffin sighting at the beginning, right? I feel like Muffin hasn't come to visit me on stream as much lately. It feels like before she would always at least come visit during stream. I don't know what it is lately. She's like, Mother, I've had enough of you and your shenanigans, but I feel like she actually doesn't come and visit as much, so it's nice to have you here on stream. Everyone's giving you pets. How do you feel about that? Mew. Mew, mew. It's the meds. Honestly, it really might be. Me and Elena have been talking about it. So she finished up her course of antibiotics last week, and she is like, it's not that I necessarily noticed a change in her before, but now that the meds are stopped and I see, I'm like, oh yeah, no, there is a bit of a change. She wasn't eating as much over the last month. Now she's like ravenous and eating crumbs off the floor. I think she was just feeling, you know, if you're on a 4-week course of antibiotics, your tummy's probably a little upset. You're probably feeling a little tired. Your body's trying to fight this infection. So I definitely see a change in her behavior over the last week, which is really nice. I obviously want her to be feeling her best. But yeah, we definitely notice a change in her ever since she's finished up with her meds. Like I said, the biggest change has been her appetite. Muffin's always been a food-motivated girly, and not that she wasn't eating over the last month, but she is definitely eating more now. She's just like, my tummy was upset for the last 30 days, so I'm making up for it by eating all the crumbs on the floor, and that's kind of where Muffin is right now. So happy to see that she's also coming to say hi to us on stream, so... She's trying not to see spoilers for Hades too. That could be the thing as well. I'm pretty sure Muffin's got her own run going, so she doesn't want spoilers. She finds it very difficult because she doesn't have thumbs, so it's just paw beans on controller. I think it's a little difficult for her, but we love her for trying. You just got done driving 180 miles for work? Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad you are finished safely. Sounds like it's time for you to rest and relax, Sharp. Speaking of eating anything and everything, TS redeemed Bean Boozle. You know what's really funny? I was just on the couch finishing my dinner, and Alana was like, wonder if someone will redeem a Bean Boozle on stream tonight. And I was like, I hope not. This is an actual conversation that we just had 15 minutes ago. I guess TS has bugged our house, because tonight is Bean Boozle night. What do you think, Muffin? What do you think? Do you want a bean too? You are eating everything and everything right now. I'm in the walls. Oh, good. Elena's just manifesting boozles. She DM'd a few of us to see if any of us had the points. Hero says, hey, people can no-hit Dark Souls with a saxophone. I think playing with paws is manageable for her. We gotta get you set up with a Twitch account so you can break records. Your DMs did work. I just got Bean Boozled. Alana has a very smug-looking look on her face right now. Show the people. Show the people.
I'll do a Bean Boozle with you.
Whoa! Did you hear that? TS, you're gonna get a 2-for-1 Bean Boozle. Alana is taking a seat and voluntarily Bean Boozling herself. What is going on? Okay.
Bitch like you.
Dang. All right. Wow. Okay, I'm getting absolutely roasted, and now I have to eat disgusting foods. So, fantastic. Before we get started, I need... They do smell good.
I forgot.
Well, I gotta take my Invisalign out.
Oh, now that's a reason. Now I'm just a bully.
Now you are just a bully. TS says this is his dream come true, if that helps. Okay, so the last time we did a Bean Boozle, we found out that there is a website that'll give us a wheel to spin, because previously we'd only had a wheel when I bought the big pack. But if you go to their website, they have a wheel that you can spin
to tell you which one.
To tell us which one to eat. So how about we do that? I gotta take out my Invisalign. I don't want to do that on stream. So Alana, please entertain.
I'm kind of pushed off.
All right. I'll move over so you can get in here.
All three of us.
All three of us. Look, Muffin's here too. It's a family stream. Yay. Why would you say that? You're gonna ruin it forever.
It just is.
Good old wheel of misfortune. All right.
Hi, Kirky.
Let me get the wheel up.
Hi, TS.
I think
Hi, Noella.
I think it's just beanboozle.com.
Hi, Brawny. Yeah, Muffin, no. We can't pay for whatever that would do to her stomach.
Yeah, God. We've already gotten her through one course of antibiotics.
Yeah.
We can't risk it for the biscuit here. All right, beanboozle.com. So you click, I think if I click beanboozle, yeah, this is the face we're gonna make.
And not we. Not we.
All right, here's the wheel. Spin the wheel, we dare you. I'm pretty sure this wheel was insanely loud the last time we spun it, so RIP to your eardrums. Loud. What are you hoping for?
Well, it doesn't matter now. We got Juicy Pear or Booger.
Juicy Pear or Booger. I'm trying to put the mic in a position that doesn't block you.
No love for Alana.
There we go. All right. Muffin ran away. She read the chat and said no thanks. Yeah, she's literally ready to leave. The sound didn't match at all with the spinning. I know, it was really delayed. Janky Bean Boozle website, apparently. Okay, so sorry, what is our thing? It's
Juicy Pear or Booger.
Juicy Pear or Booger. Honestly, as long as it's not the stupid old bandage one, the old bandage one is bad. Dead fish is bad.
Muffin is very interesting.
Oh my god, you guys can't see her. She's like stood up on two paws, sniffing the Bean Boozle beans right now.
She's looked away, so.
Wow, okay.
She knows badness is there. Do you want to sniff mine to see if I got the Booger, Muffin? Come here. Is it Booger?
Family Bean Boozle?
Is it Booger?
Alright,
we'll go Booger.
We'll go back to the big screen so you guys get this on high res. Are we gonna cheers our beans? Cheers! For you, TS. I think mine's pear.
I got Booger.
Wow, okay. Would you like the spit towel?
I just have some water.
Wow. And as usual, Alana shows me up on my own stream, everybody! Built Cybertruck tough. Built Ford tough.
Cybertruck tough!
Stone-faced, I got Booger, yeah. Suffering in 1080p, well, only half the screen. She took it like a champ. I think mine's pear. I forgot Tiff doesn't know fruit flavors. No, because it didn't really taste pear. I don't know, it was like an unripened pear. It wasn't like the sweet, juicy pear. It was kind of like this was the pear that was hard as a rock in the back of your pantry. I love how Tiff looked more disgusted with the good one than Alana did with the bad one. Honestly, Tiffy had the more disgusted face despite getting the good flavor.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell because they're like all kind of gross.
Yeah.
And you have to get through that sugary outer coating.
You do.
First,
It takes a couple bites. It takes a couple bites.
What's it gonna be? And then as I kept chewing mine, I was like, oh, it's the bad one.
Yeah, it's the worst when it's bad. Like you put it in, you're like, is this old bandage? Oh yeah, it's old bandage. I got pear. Honestly, it was not that good though. For the good flavor, it was not that good. Some of them are okay, like peach is okay. Strawberry banana is pretty good, actually.
Bronny, you're so right. It is the most pear flavor.
Despite having toured the Jelly Belly factory, I actually super hate jelly beans.
Oh,
I don't like them either. That's why I always spit them out, Noella, even if it's the good one. I just don't like the texture of them. They're kind of waxy on the outside, and yeah. Anyway, thanks for doing a Bean Boozle with us. Shout out TS for getting 2 Bean Boozles for the price of one. One bad, one good. Or was it one bad, one good?
Guess we'll never know. I'm a
Guess we'll never know.
disappointment.
Well, where did Muffin go? Oh, there
She's
she
right
is.
there. She didn't want to get bean-boozled.
She's right behind my chair.
Yeah, the booger aftertaste is a bummer.
I don't know if you guys could hear that. She said the booger aftertaste is a bummer. Booger or pear. Thank you for the clip, Bronny.
Oh, no.
Thank you for immortalizing that forever on this channel. Bye. Well, there you go. I can't think of a better way to start off stream than that, right? We had a family Bean Boozle event, even though Muffin is hiding. She's literally directly behind me, so you can't see. She was like, I don't want to be on screen for this absolute madness. So there you go. Bean Boozle complete. I've got to put my Invisalign back in. And then we're going to play some Hades 2, except I just full screened OBS. There we go. F11. Okay, give me 1 second. Oh, Muffin looks like she's going to hang out with us. She just hopped up on her chair, so let me wheel her over. There we go. This is truly a family event tonight. I love it. This is a family program. Muffin doesn't want to be associated with whatever this is. She has an image to maintain, but yeah, she is such a fluff. Speaking of fluff, her tummy fluff is growing back. She hasn't really been on stream much since she got her tummy shaved. I mentioned to you guys she had to get her tummy shaved to do her ultrasound last month. But again, she hasn't been feeling super well when she was on her antibiotics, so I think TS makes a good point. That's why she wasn't really around stream. Depending on the angle she chooses to nap, you might see her tummy, but it is starting to grow in now, which is nice. She was very much naked mole rat over the Christmas holidays, but the tummy is starting to grow back in, which is good. Yeah, you're growing back in. There she is. There's the girl. All right, well, that was an exciting start to the stream. But now, on to the main event, Hades 2. If you guys were here on Saturday, then you'll know we officially made it to the ending of Hades 2. It took us 61 hours, but we did see the credits roll, and honestly, I thought it was a really good ending. Obviously, there's never a time where you're going to create an ending that pleases everyone. I know Noella mentioned that there were a few people who didn't like the ending, you know, to each their own. I liked it, though. I'm a sucker for a happy ending, and that's exactly what we got. In the end, there was a little bit of time travel shenanigans, a little bit of, multiverse shenanigans. So that always kind of makes your head spin a little bit. And you do sometimes have to suspend disbelief to make all the pieces fall into place. But essentially what happened is, through the power of time travel, basically the timeline split, such that the childhood Mel had growing up in the Crossroads and training to fight Kronos still exists. But she also now has memories of a separate timeline, basically what could have been if they were a big happy family with Grandpa Kronos. And using those memories that both Mel, Kronos, and the rest of her family got, they all decided that the way forward was a path of forgiveness. And so, well, obviously Kronos has a lot of work to do. We actually left him, we dropped him off at Zeus's palace on the way back to the Crossroads so he could spend a little time with his son. The family is trying to move forward. I personally really liked the ending. I thought it was really nice. But now I guess we see what happens after the ending. I'm very excited to see what happens after the ending, because obviously things are much different now. Can we still do an overworld run? Typhon is dead. Can we still do an underworld run? Grandpa's nice now. Is it just for funsies? What happens if we get to the top of the mountain? There's still things left to do. The fates are unfortunately still missing. Grandpa Kronos told us that he can't remember where he put them, basically. So I know that's on our to-do list. Obviously, we're going to have lots of interactions with people, lots of conversations to have. I can't wait to go around the Crossroads this evening and spread news of our success. I can't wait to see Nemesis's reaction when she hears that we finished our objective. And yeah, so it's my understanding that the epilogue is quite long in that it's pretty grindy to get to the final objective. So I don't know how much of the epilogue we're actually going to play. The plan is tonight is to dive in and explore and sort of see what is available to us and what is new. But I don't know if we're going to be grinding all the way to the very end of the epilogue. I have heard that the sort of payoff is kind of minor. The true ending that we got with the credits roll, that is where most of the story payoff comes from. So I don't know if it's necessarily worth it to put another 60 hours in to grind for, the second ending. And I gotta be honest, I might just look it up on YouTube, but we'll see how it goes. Basically, I want to dive in tonight, like I said, explore, catch up with everybody, see what's new, see what things look like in the epilogue, and then how much we'll really dive into the specifics of it will remain to be seen, and perhaps we'll just look up whatever ending scenes there are on YouTube. So anyway, that's the plan for this evening. So without further ado, chatception, let's load up Hades 2, shall we? Also, hi Swaz, hi Ash, so good to see you guys. Swaz, thank you so much for the lurk, I appreciate it, that's very kind of you. All the lurks are always appreciated, of course. Morgan says, and then we're gonna do Tears of the Kingdom 1,000%, not even 100%, 1,000%. 1,000 Koroks for 1,000 hours of fun. Yeah, no thanks. I think Gramps says he doesn't know where he put the fates, just that he cast them in the abyss. Yeah, it's something like that. So we're gonna need to pinpoint them, basically. Kirky says time heals all wounds, which is convenient when you control time. Yeah, that's right. So it took us 63 in-game days to make it to the ending, and it looks like we're actually gonna
to his rightful throne
come in on a bit of the final scene here.
The attacks upon Olympus finally ceased, and ever since, the gods governed our world with newfound care. As for the Princess of the Dead, Melinoi, she stayed in steady touch with all her family from the dark comfort of the shadows that had long since been her home. And she and the Silver Sisters kept their secret vigil over all the realms forevermore.
May it all turn out that way in time, Homer. Though we're not there yet, especially not with the fates still missing. We achieved something important, but more is to be done.
And there's the setup for the epilogue. Task is complete, though, which is really nice.
We're not finished.
Despite Mel's protests. Ash, I hope you enjoy your cozy night of anime watching. Speaking of grinding out second endings, that's exactly why my Ghost of Tsushima 100% run has slowed down significantly. One of the achievements is to complete Jin's story all over again in New Game Plus. Really? I guess when they ported the game to PC, they must have added some different achievements, because I know for a fact that was not a trophy on the PS4 version that I got the platinum for. I did not have to play the game twice, so that's annoying. I hate that they added that in. Noella says, I should parallel play this tonight. Yes, you should. Let's do it. Let's parallel play some Hades 2.
Don't think I forgot about you, little one. We really did it, didn't we?
We sure did. And even though I'm reunited with my family, that doesn't mean you're any less of my family, Freenos. You have been by my side since the very beginning, and I love you for it. I've got to introduce you to Mama and Papa at some point. Alright, so as you can see, the little brooding corner has transformed. We got a new family portrait painted that is proudly displayed over there. My favorite part of it, of course, is that Cerberus is also in the painting, which is super cute. And now, let's chat with everyone. I'm very, very excited, again, to check in with everyone and spread the good news that, hey, we did it!
Hey, so what exactly happened around here? Did you complete your big important task? Because that's what I'm hearing from the other shades.
Well, for the most part, yes. My family is back. My mother and father are restored to the underworld throne, and my brother's back too. But we have many details to sort out, and the Titan Kronos is going to be assisting us with that.
The Titan you said you were going to slay this whole time. Assisting us. Hate to say it, Mel, but sounds to me like you totally blew it. At least the Titan part.
He's no longer himself, or rather, no longer the way he used to be, and we'll be closely watching him.
Sure. So then, congratulations are in order, basically?
well, if you like.
I do. Congratulations, Mel.
Congratulations, Mel! Thank you for the congratulations, Dora.
Anything
I
stand
wonder,
out?
did that unlock any new decor, perhaps? Yes! We've got a signboard for the House of Hades. Once used to motivate shades serving the god of the dead, it's now a relic. Featured on this piece, Death Incarnate must have been a model house servant and an imposing presence. Well, let's put this up, shall we?
This seems promising.
I mean, I guess. Oh, I've been looking forward to this thing.
Cool, look at that. That's a great poster. It's a little grimy. It's not in pristine condition, but I like it all the same. Just a little bit of personality to Mel's tent. And now, the victory tour isn't
Begging
over.
your pardon, Shades.
Let's check in with everyone else. Moros, you won't believe the good news. I did it!
Your task is finally complete. Perhaps the fates knew you'd succeed, but I couldn't always be certain, although I held to what could be considered hope.
And your support made it possible, Lord Moros. For one thing, if you hadn't intervened when I was trying to reach the surface, Typhon might have reduced Olympus to ruin.
Doom averted. We children of Nyx have already heard that Mother is no longer bound in Tartarus. You have our deepest gratitude. Certainly mine. Well then, what happens now?
Well, that's the question that I came here tonight to figure out. What does happen now?
I suppose I ought to go make certain everything's in order. My father started renovations to the underworld, and I volunteered to help clean up. The surface needs it too.
Cleanup duty, I see.
Then it sounds like I may see you again soon?
Doom
Absolutely.
averted. Is that the next Doom game? Speaking of, guys, random surprise game announcement today. I posted it in the Discord. Literally came out of nowhere. We are getting a new Life is Strange game, which I'm
You all
super
enjoy
excited
yourselves.
about. Because there was some talk after the last Life is Strange game came out that was the last game we were going to get. Apparently it didn't sell well. There was some restructuring going on at the company. So this kind of came out of left field, and it's really nice because even if this ends up being the last Life is Strange game, it feels like they are trying to wrap things up rather than leave us on a cliffhanger like the end of the last game. So this is a direct sequel, also starring Max, and interestingly, we will also see and get to play as Chloe. So they're marketing this as the wrap-up, the end of both Max and Chloe's stories. So I'm super, super interested. I really liked the last Life is Strange game. It wasn't perfect by any means. I still don't think any Life is Strange game has met the pinnacle that the very first game hit. But it was enjoyable, and I like the series, and so, yeah, exactly. As Tia says, it's good to see that they're going out on a hopefully strong note. So that comes out March 26th. It's always really nice when a game's announced, and it's like, it has a release date, it's coming out in 2 months. That's always so nice. I hate when stuff is announced, cough cough, Elder Scrolls 6, and then you never hear from it again, or it's announced and the release date's like 2 years down the road. Give me a surprise, give it to me so I don't have to wait very long. I think it's great. So we'll definitely be playing that on stream. We have played every single Life is Strange game on stream, so we'll definitely add this one to the repertoire March 26th as a little side note there.
What are we in the mood for?
Now, looks like we have even more music unlocked. Yes, Thrashing into Tartarus and Into Tartarus we have unlocked. Oh, and also In the Darkness and the Titan of Time and the Father of All Monsters. Okay. We need more kudos to unlock all these. I've been kind of holding out on spending kudos on the songs. For me personally, I would rather the visual enhancements than the musical enhancements, but anyway, we'll get to those eventually. You've got 335 hours into Hades 2, Noella? That's insane. That is so impressive. You are a Hades 2 pro. More buns, perhaps? I hope so, Kirky. It'll be interesting, of course, because we had Max pursue a relationship with Buns in the last game. But now that her ex is coming back, Chloe, what does that mean for her and Buns? I don't know. Guess we'll find out in March, right? I would argue I'm more of an enjoyer of the game than a pro. I mean, fair enough. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it
such a
enough to put
mess.
335 hours into it. That's great. Every year I wait for more of the Elder Scrolls 6 news at the Game Awards, and every year I'm disappointed. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, at this point, the game... has been in the abyss, for lack of a better word, for so long that I feel like no matter what they do at this point, people are going to be disappointed. When you leave something on the burner for this long, people are going to expect it to be perfect, right? The longer it takes for the next Elder Scrolls to come out, the higher the expectations are going to be, to the point that they're probably never going to be achievable. We'll see what happens over the next couple of years. Maybe we'll get some news on it. Who knows? I'm not holding my breath, that's for sure. Yeah.
Slade isn't so trouble. The Chronos stuff I'm hearing, he's really calling it quits? And he let Nyx and everybody off? What did you do to him?
Working with my brother in a bygone time, we flooded our grandfather's mind with a cascade of new memories of the family he then realized he always had, creating in him a profound and sudden change. Why? What's your concern?
That was very succinctly put. If you were wondering, how did we defeat Kronos? We worked together with our brother in a bygone time to flood our grandfather's mind with a cascade of new memories of the family he then realized he always had, creating in him a profound and sudden change such that we didn't have to kill them and we could all live happily ever after. That is perfectly put. There you go. That's the ending of Hades 2 in a nutshell.
My concern is that you ruined everything. So now we'll all have peace and harmony, joyful reunions, apologies, promises to never let this type of thing happen again? Ugh!
Have you met our families, Eris? It's never that simple.
It better not be, or I'll never forgive you.
Alright. Apparently Eris would welcome an offering of nectar, so let's try to soothe her anger with this beautiful gift.
You know, I've tried brewing nectar myself. Got most of the key ingredients, except my batches never tasted right. Not like the stuff you get your hands on.
Nectar's always best when it's a gift. Ever had somebody else give yours a try? Perhaps it's better than you think.
Isn't Eris the goddess of chaos? She is, and that's why she's so mad that I got a happy ever ending. Happily ever after ending, I should say. She likes chaos, she likes family drama, and basically we resolved things in the opposite fashion that she would choose. So yeah, it does track.
Well, no, because for that I'd need a friend. Though I could always trick somebody into drinking it.
Eris!
Or we could just go to the taverna sometime and knock one back, but anyway.
Malinois.
Madam Headmistress, can you believe it? My whole life you were training me to retake my house, and we did it. Perhaps not in the way you envisioned. Definitely an alternative route was taken, but in the end, the outcome is the same. We did what we set out to do. The House of Hades is now back under Hades' control.
How are you faring lately, Headmistress? You've been, well, more reserved than I expected since the House of Hades. You said we'd speak more later.
How soon later turns to now. Look, Malinois, I ought be in a more celebratory mood, given what you finally achieved. I am, above all, very proud of you. But being back at the house awakened memories that ought to remain dormant.
Yeah, so the last conversation we had with Hecate, she couldn't understand why we wouldn't just put an end to Kronos after everything he had done. And I get it. She didn't get the flood of memories that I did. The memories of this alternate life we could have had as a big happy family is what ultimately changed all of our minds to proceed in this course. To Hecate, it must have just felt like a snap change, a snap decision. She says, how can you possibly let him live for everything he's done? So I understand that she's struggling with the decision a little bit more than I am, and Mel is, because again, she didn't have those memories. So it's taking longer for her to come to terms with it. But yeah, hopefully, as Tia says, she isn't as sour about the outcome here now that she's had some time to reflect.
Even though you got to see Mother and Father again, and Nyx, they were so grateful to you, I could tell. I am so grateful to you. Things may not have gone precisely as we planned, but the result is what we sought, isn't it?
You refer to Kronos. I long to see that wretch destroyed. My heart remains poisoned by the thought. I am attempting still to draw that poison out. Do give me time.
I remember you once told me that destroying Kronos would not change the past, and that the pain would linger.
And I was probably correct. Yet we cannot help but reassess the turns our lives take, through our own choices and otherwise. Anyhow, are you prepared to carry on?
Nearly so. Retracing my steps should be interesting.
Very interesting. I can't wait to see how that goes. It sounds like I'll be retracing my steps for the purposes of cleaning up the remnants of Kronos' forces in the underworld and the overworld, but I guess we'll find out shortly.
Of that, I have no doubt.
So the only incantation we have left is End to Dumbest Slumber. The thing we're missing is the soot, and if we come into our inventory, you can see it's from the House of Hades. So that makes me think, now that we've reclaimed the House of Hades, we'll have the opportunity to get the soot and use it in an incantation to finally wake up Hypnos. So hopefully we can do that at some point. She doesn't want a gift yet. Check the shopkeeper.
One,
Buy
please.
some moon dust. Honestly, let's buy a ton of moon dust. Let's just buy out the shop tonight because we got a bunch of fish to sell. Then we can recycle some of this stuff. Get some more kudos.
The shipment's arrived.
Pick up my shipment. Place an order for another one. And now the
done.
moment I've been waiting for. Nem, it's done.
Finally back from your father's house. Was Hecate all right? After the Titan got her, I ought to have taken guard duty more seriously and won't soon forgive myself is all.
Headmistress would only want for you to learn from it. I half wonder if she let herself be taken just to get closer to our mark. Perhaps go speak with her.
Yeah. And what of Kronos? Heard he isn't really dead and gone. How come everybody's cheering for you then?
He's dead and gone in the sense that we have neutralized the threat he posed. I now shall have to grow accustomed to having him as a grandfather rather than a hated foe.
Don't see why he can't be both. This was never part of the task, and not like you to stray from the objective. We sure this supposedly neutralized Titan of Time is to be trusted?
Headmistress sealed his strongest powers just in case.
Ah.
At any rate, we did it, Nem.
That's good. I like that we have a bit of a fail-safe, you know? We don't have to just take Grandpa's word for it that he's a changed man. We also sealed away his strongest powers just in case he wakes up on the wrong side of the bed. I think that's a valid precaution to take, considering what he did over the past, you know, however many years.
Then how come you look like you're headed out again? Heard there's still more time-related business to sort out.
Well, yes, but
Then we're not done.
All hail the princess of the underworld. You found a path to victory and got us there. Wouldn't have been much of a plan if it didn't leave room to improvise. Of course, our plan now also has this other phase as a result.
cleaning up after Kronos. We all thought I would get rid of him, but I found another way. One I think shall leave my family better off, if not the rest of the world, eventually.
Yeah, so it looks like the epilogue could be subtitled Cleaning Up After Kronos and Tying Up Loose Ends.
I well and truly understand, Goddess, and do believe your choice was wise. As for what's next, everything is ready for you to proceed if and when you are.
Eliminating real possibilities that we could have failed. Ensuring time flows freely forth, as Kronos puts it. I don't quite know what to expect, but the change we're fighting for won't happen overnight. What do you make of it?
Cleaning up time and time again. Nice,
My
Kurt.
personal opinion is it doesn't hurt to try. To the extent you had other matters to resolve, consider it an opportunity to do so. And we'll always be anticipating your return.
Sounds good.
Then let's give it a go.
Let's give it a go. We've got some
Oh,
plants
Icarus.
here we can harvest.
Some mandrake root.
No Icarus today. We do have a examination point, though.
The sun and moon, two sides forming a whole, a newfound symbol of the union twixt Olympus and the underworld, and a gift to the crossroads from the gods themselves.
Oh, interesting.
Lord Hephaestus must have crafted this himself.
Look at this. My face is kind of in the way. Let me just get rid of my face cam for a second so you can look at the statue. This is the statue that was gifted to Mel for her efforts. It's always nice to be rewarded. Look at this beautiful statue crafted by Hephaestus of a sun and a moon, which is pretty cool. Who's romanceable in this? We're still working to figure that out. The only character we've began a romance with so far is Nemesis. which has been kind of exciting. But I am sure there are other romanceable options.
Here you'll grow
I can
strong.
only assume Icarus and Moros are both romanceable options because Mel is constantly flirting with them. But, yeah, I mean, it's a pantheon, so there does seem to be multiple options.
Live and thrive. Still asleep. My memories of you from that potential past I experienced in the House of Hades. You were so different, Lord Hypnos. Who are you truly? And how can I finally get through to you?
We're working on it. All right, that's everything here.
All right, time to put Grandfather's theories to the test.
What does
Only
that
question
mean?
is where to begin.
Regroup with Kronos both above and below. Wow, that's our new objective. We're actually going to meet up with Grandpa. Interesting. Before we do that, I obviously need to
victorious princess of the underworld.
talk to Skelly and let him know the good news.
The rousing tales of your great accomplishment preceded you, young one, and I am here to heap still further praise. Great job back there with all the Chronos stuff.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, Commander. Though, what are you still doing here? I kept expecting you'd return to your honorary post at the house, but eventually I had to depart.
Well, you are not exactly done with everything, are you? I see you eyeballing the gateways out, wondering what's gonna happen now. So as long as you're here, so am I.
Now that's a loyal training master.
So then you're sworn to us. To me.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
Skelly may accept some ambrosia after you master enough nocturnal arms to spur his desire for change, so... AKA, not quite yet. Alrighty. If we're gonna head out tonight, we may as well head out with our usual build. I mean, it hasn't done us wrong so far. Plus, I have no idea what we're gonna expect going forward now, so... I'm gonna equip the crystal figurine, we're gonna take our torches, and we're gonna head out. I guess we'll go to the underworld first. Gonna need to do both. If we're gonna go to the underworld... there's no testaments for us in the underworld with the torches, unfortunately. That'll be up top with Prometheus.
Let's see what happens. Ensuring victory.
Ensuring victory. We can give Zeus some nectar.
I know not what you did to Kronos, niece, but he is no longer himself. Practically groveling for mercy here. And ask you for our aid to ensure time flows freely forth or some such drivel. Is this why you plan to retrace your steps?
Yeah,
Lord
apparently.
Uncle, I have many questions too.
Gonna pick up Heaven's Strike, though. Should have gifted Zeus some nectar. I forgot that after you speak to the gods when they're giving you boons, you don't get the opportunity to gift them. You've got to gift first, talk later. Alrighty. So yeah, I guess the plan is now we need to go through the underworld, clean up any remnants of monsters, make sure time is properly flowing, and at some point I guess we're gonna meet up with Grandpa to see what he's been up to. So this should be interesting. It's just like insane the amount of content this game has, you know?
Flame sigil.
I've complimented this game time and time again, and I'll never stop. This is truly one of the most impressive games I think I've ever played. Especially when you consider the size of the development team. I believe it's about 25 people. You know, the price of the game. It's like the amount of content and the amount of polish in this game rivals, if not bests, some of the best AAA games out there. It's just incredible what they've done. Even in the epilogue, even after dozens of hours of gameplay, it's still all new. Everything, the dialogue, the quests, it's just new. Always something to do. This game is absolutely bursting at the seams with content, which is so awesome.
If I'm to take another boon of yours, Great Aunt, I bid you take another offering of nectar from me. How you can carry yourself with such ease inspires me. If I could become more like you some ages hence, I would be very fortunate.
You want to be like me? Now that's a first. What I wouldn't give to turn back time and have another go at things knowing what I do now. Though, come to think, we plan to turn back time, don't we? Kronos, eh? One moment it's the same old war, and then the next he shows up on our mountain all contrite. I know you witches can be serious, but this was well past what I reckoned you could do.
Ooh, cardio gain. Whenever your attacker's special deal damage, restore 6 magic. That's huge. That's actually huge for this build.
Wastrels.
Because only every 3rd attack in our combo actually spends magic. So if we're restoring 12 magic before we even spend it on our Omega move, that's going to be a net positive for us, which is nice. One thing I'm really curious about is what the bosses are going to be. Is Hecate still going to test us? I mean, Cerberus is not under the influence of the corruption anymore, so are we still going to fight him? Like, I'm very, very interested. We'll probably still fight Scylla, because, I mean, nothing's really changed with her. But yeah, when it comes to Hecate, when it comes to Cerberus, when it comes to the final boss of the run, I really wonder what all those are going to look like. Let's go talk to Arachne, I guess. We can tell her the good news as well.
Just a spider. Small and black. Oh.
Hi. How are you? Here's some nectar.
Oh, you're much too kind to me. I'm only doing what anybody would be doing in my place. But you're treating me like royalty. This nectar, I tried a touch of it before. It's too good for flies. Or spiders.
Too good for flies, perhaps. But it's especially for you. A gift of friendship, whose savor only grows the deeper the friendship is. May it warm you on a cold night such as this.
We've had some goings-on here in these woods. A lot more goings-on than usual. Lost souls all acting strange. Did something happen I should know about?
Arachne, it's just that my task is finally complete. Well, for the most part. King Hades and Queen Persephone are back.
Hey, Dev.
Give all the lost souls here a place to go.
Thank you so much for the resub. 55 months. That is incredible. Thank you so much for all your support. I really appreciate it. Enjoy your sub badge, your emotes, your ad-free viewing. Hope all is well with you. Welcome to Hades 2. We beat the game on Saturday, so tonight we are checking out the epilogue. We're going around speaking to everybody and sharing the good news. Kronos is a threat no more.
Why, but that is exciting. You did it, my friend. But then, it looks to me as though your fighting isn't over with.
Yeah, Arachne is really cute, and that's coming from a self-proclaimed arachnophobe. For a spider, Arachne is basically as cute as they come. I really like her. She's a sweet girl who unfortunately was put in a bad situation through the jealousy of the gods.
Not yet, and possibly not for a while. So if it's all the same to you, I may keep passing by every so often. And not just for the beautiful silk dresses, but to say hello.
Why then, hello right back. And you are truly welcome here whenever you desire. I'm so happy for you.
Aw, seems like Arachne's really perked up too. For a while there, she was really down. So it's really nice to have a conversation like that with her. And now we get an outfit, yay! Death says we're almost ready for TallaraCon. Just gotta get our passports, hell yeah! We'll be using this trip as an anniversary gift for ourselves. Oh my gosh, that is so nice. I'm so happy. That is fantastic. I cannot wait to meet you guys in person. TallaraCon is going to be so much fun. That's actually on my to-do list now over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to put together a bit of a itinerary for TallaraCon for the weekend. We're definitely going to be checking out Montreal Comic-Con. I'm going to, look around and figure out some other fun things for us to do. If it's anything like TallaraCon 1 and 2, it's going to be an absolute blast. So it makes me so happy to hear that you guys are excited and you're planning on coming. And I can't wait to meet everybody and spend time with you in July in Montreal. All right, let's go see Hephaestus next. Tiffy planning things down to the minute. So out of character. You know me.
The Master Slicer returns.
Ooh.
Tila.
Hey, that guy's fast.
I'll not fall to some hired thug.
Right, where'd that great big monster out there go? The mountain's rumbling's all settled down, and now my clanging's just about the worst of it. You got him then? Ugh, I didn't even get to have a look.
Let's do... Honestly, Trusty Shield is nice. I know it primes magic, but that's gonna stack up really fast if we're getting 15 armor per area. We'll make up for the missing magic. I'm looking forward to not driving to Tallara this time. Yeah, you had a long drive last time. Unfortunately, the flight for me to Montreal is quite long. It's gonna be about 4.5 hours, but that's it. 4.5 hours, and on the other side I get to see all my friends, so it's worth it.
Excellent stuff.
I'm sure there's a monstrously huge corpse dog a lot should Hephaestus want to. Yeah, maybe we should let him know that. I think I'm gonna have to give up on my side goal. Oh no, Noella. Sorry to hear that.
Next.
Hopefully it was more of an optional thing. I haven't booked a flight yet, but I'm looking at ballpark 2 hours. Yeah, that's nice. You guys being sort of right in central location.
Tuna, fish.
It's my problem for being so far west, unfortunately.
Caught out. Easy
4.5
catch for
hours
tuna.
to stay in the same country? I've flown to, or was it back from Florida in that time? And that's not even as far. When I want to go home, it takes 6 hours. 6 hours to fly home from here. All in the same country. So that's why I don't go home a whole lot. Because it is very far to go, and it is very expensive to go. Unfortunately, it's a big old country I live in up here. There we go. We made up for the magic that we primed. In fact, we're ahead of where we were when we first primed that magic, so all is good. Now let's go see Chaos. I want to tell Chaos the good news. We'll do some fishing here in the abyss.
This is a Marty.
I sensed upheaval in the earth, the likes of which I had not felt before. The tenor of it more than the intensity. Something transpired in your father's residence, and Kronos vacated. Why would he take an action such as that? Respond.
Respectfully, Almighty Chaos, Kronos has had quite a change of heart. I found my brother Zagreus, who aided me in bringing it about. Our grandfather conceded in his war against Olympus, and now seeks to make amends.
An interesting change. The absence of detail raises many different questions, which I shall explore. The outcome that you sought has been achieved, yet you seem to pursue it even still. My mark, therefore, remains available to you.
Okay. I'm going to do Excruciating Strike. For the next 4 encounters, we'll take plus 41% damage, but afterward, our attacks will deal plus 32% damage.
Should be manageable.
Short-term pain for long-term gain. Alright, we should be just outside Hecate's chamber now, so again, very curious to see if she's still going to be on the other side of that door.
Olympus, I accept this message.
And then we are also going to grab Stabbing Rush here.
We are victorious indeed, my lord, and thanks in no small part to all you've done. I trust that Nyx has already visited with you, but what of all the gold that remains? Then you shall have it.
I guess Charon's gonna be kind of like a dragon and just have a hoard of gold at this point, which, hey, he deserved it. Oh, Hecate is still here.
Appears. Everything as it once was, yet nothing is the same. A feeling I know only too well. It seems we are to prolong your training for a while.
My training shall never be complete, isn't that right?
Although that's the excuse for why we still have to fight Hecate. Because Mel's training will never be complete. Okay, fair enough.
Whether we truly possess the capability to maintain time remains to be seen. but we can at least maintain ourselves.
Okay, this is just basically going to be a workout to keep us in tip-top shape. Make sure our skills don't dull too much. Fair enough.
Return to fight, sisters.
Let's see if I can dodge this today.
There goes Arachne's suit.
Well, I was able to dodge the transformation, but unfortunately in doing so, I did break all my armor, so... You win some, you lose some, I guess, because the dodging required me to keep dodging into the AoE attack, so maybe I should have just bit the bullet and transformed, honestly.
Satisfactory.
Thank you, Madam Hecate.
Go on, Melinoe. The greatest teacher is out there.
Yes.
Alrighty. Good practice for future dodges, at least. That's fair. Okay, so Judgment and the Furies are the two cards that just activated. The Furies means that we deal plus 30% damage to foes in our casts, but Judgment activating is the absolute best card that can activate. We learned this in previous runs. Basically, from here on out, we're going to end up activating every single Arcana card. Judgment activated means we'll activate 5 random inactive Arcana cards whenever you vanquish a Guardian. So the fact that that was the one of 2 that were just randomly activated is actually huge. Oh my goodness. The absolute best card we can get. Alright, let's switch off from Crystal Figurine and go Gold Purse so we can do a little bit of shopping. I do Judgment runs, start small and end big. Yeah, it's crazy. We had Judgment on one of our runs. I believe it's the one where we defeated Typhon. And the amount of damage I was doing by the end was crazy because we had literally every single card activated. Maybe you ought to have Judgment active by default. It seems busted. Yeah, so when it's to activate it at the beginning of the run, I can only activate 3 cards, I believe it is. So that's the issue, is that you start weak and you get stronger, like Noella says. But I mean, I guess at this point in the run, the beginning areas are pretty rudimentary to me, so it might be worth the risk.
Water spouts activated.
At the very least, Judgment is something I would consider activating in the Underworld runs. Overworld is obviously still a little bit more difficult, but Underworld we've gotten pretty much down pat at this point.
Come on out. Another chitin.
Let's go see Selene. We haven't seen her yet tonight. One of the highlights of the credits rolling in Hades 2 is that I finally did get to fly with Selene in the sky. How many times did I say I wanted to do that during the run, and then the credits made my dreams come true. I just had to beat the game for me to fly through the sky with Selene, and honestly, it was the perfect reward after all that hard work. It was very, very cool.
Almost finished.
Turns out Selene's horse is not in fact a horse, it's a Pegasus, which was a cool, cool thing to uncover as well.
All creatures need you, sister, not just gods. From the solitary wolf that howls in the night, to the sailor crossing waters you alone illuminate. You truly are an inspiration.
I sometimes think Olympus takes my constancy for granted, or I receive many offerings from mortals, but not gods. While it should make no difference to me, nonetheless it does, little star. Thank you for the gesture.
Aw, everyone likes to feel like they're appreciated sometimes, so you're very welcome.
Let us together shine this night, O moon.
This matter with the Titan Kronos was one of the greatest ordeals that the Silver Sisters ever faced. Yet through it all, you have remained steadfast. I know that more is always to be done, but you have earned at least a new moon's rest.
We do love the moon, Bronny. She has supported us from the very beginning. Now she's gonna give us a lunar ray.
You may direct the lunar ray.
Thank you. Shopping. Nothing for me. I'm gonna go see Zeus instead. I still feel all mushy every time she calls us her little star. It never gets old, right? God, you know what else doesn't get old? The music in this game. Boom. Now we can gift Uncle Zeus a nectar that I didn't do earlier.
You have a wondrous family to protect, Lord Uncle Zeus, not to mention the heavens and the earth. Yet you always carry yourself with dignity and courage, despite the weight of your burdens. Thank you for never backing down.
I've many sons and daughters, nieces and nephews, many more. And it's a pleasure to know each and every one. I try never to play favorites, but between us, young lady, you're an exception.
Thanks, Zeus. I won't tell anyone, I promise. I know, it just doesn't get old. I totally agree, TS.
Hear me, on my authority.
Alright, what do you got for me? Let's go... Storm Ring. Your casts cause lightning bolts to repeatedly strike one foe at a time in the binding circle. Because of the Arcana cards, I'm going to try to work more casts in the rotation. So that should work just fine. Now let's go get some nectar. Top up our supply. Getting close to Skilla now. You can hear her warming up. Got, sound check. Wait, what?
Wait, what is going on? How can this be?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Your father's wretches within Asphodel so hated trespassers.
Okay, this is weird. Previously, Kronos had brought us to Tartarus.
This rift should open if I concentrate.
But apparently this can still happen, whether he's trying to do it or not. I don't know if this is like some echo of him from the past that's still playing, but this is very, very strange. Didn't expect to be back here. Luckily, this used to be very hard. I can remember many of our runs actually ending by us being plucked and dropped into Asphodel. Tonight, though, not so bad. We know what we need to do.
So what if you withstood all that?
Back to reality.
Interesting. Yeah, there must still be like echoes of Kronos littered about, because that wasn't a very grandfatherly voice he used there either. That seemed very out of place. The right side, though, we got through it, and now we get to see Artemis.
Nice.
Hey, girl, hey! Wait, where are you? There you are.
Back to work, are we?
Sure. Here, have a drink.
Hey, thank you. Olympus started running a little low on this stuff. I'll be sure to lord it over the others, as long as you don't mind me exploiting your good graces.
Lord away, my friend.
I don't recall anything about exploiting one another's good graces in the bylaws of the Silver Sisters, so you should be fine. May you enjoy it either way.
The deed is done, or should I say the task is finally complete, but you're right back to work.
Yes, well, call it a habit or an opportunity to check up on some things. And thank you, Artemis. I won't forget the flight of the Silver Sisters.
I know we glaze the music at every opportunity, but Artemis's theme is so comfy. I know, right? I mean, the music is so good, I think we just need to continue to glaze it at every opportunity.
Apollo just had to come along, though I won't soon forget it either. Not felt a victory like that in ages. Wait, why are we still fighting?
To destroy every last trace of the threat we faced, apparently. So I still need you around as much as ever.
You mean we get to keep this up, and I will have as much target practice as I want? Well, okay.
She wasn't hard to convince. She does have some new choices for us here. Easy Shot. A piercing arrow flies towards any foe damaged by your Omega cast.
Very well.
We probably won't use that very much, but at this point,
Go on,
obviously
see.
in the epilogue, we want to work on finishing as many things as possible, and that includes finishing as many prophecies as possible. So we'll grab that. She sounds a bit like Queen Amidala. Honestly, kind of a similar like bearing as well.
The path of
It's the regalness, I think. Alright, time to go see Skilla.
You again.
It's me.
Hey, maybe you know, lady. What happened to Mr. Kronos? Lately, he's stopped answering our calls. He's probably just taking a little break.
You could say that. Lord Hades has returned as rightful ruler of the underworld, which means Kronos now can attend to other matters. He'll likely get back to you.
What are you, his personal assistant? Of course he's getting back to us. And if he's paying no attention to what happens in our venue in the meantime, even better. Now! Hit me one time. Do it, Jenny.
So good. Let's blaze the soundtrack again. So good.
Jenny, not again!
There we go. I will. You guys are good. Skilla and the Sirens, I will talk them up whenever I can. You don't hate her, Mel. You do not. That is a lie. Also, wow, look at that. 5 more Arcana cards just activated. That's absolutely crazy. Judgment is so good.
No more crowds.
All right, let's swap over to Lion Fang. We can grab some light essence, restore some of our missing HP. If anything, Mel hates how much she loves her. Yes, exactly. Exactly. It's kind of like Eris. Mel won't admit it, but she's got a soft spot for both Eris and Skilla, that's for sure. It is very clear. Alright, so as mentioned, very interested to see how the bosses are going to shape up. Obviously, the first 2 bosses of this run were the same as they always were. We had Hecate, we had Skilla. Next up should be Cerberus. I'm wondering, though, will it just be Cerberus, like fluffy Cerberus? Maybe he wants to play? Because I don't know how or why he would still be corrupted, but I guess we'll find out.
I'd say I can't believe you did it, Em, but that would mean I didn't think you could. But I did, so I won't. But I will say, cheers for everything. I know we might not be completely done, but if a bit of pressure's off now, good.
I love Hermes. Good guy. Let's do quick buck. Make more money. Never go wrong with a little bit more money.
Greater strength.
Because much like the real world, money does usually equate to strength in this game.
I think not.
We'll go flash fry. And And then let's go pomegranate magic. I know I asked for this already and it's backseaty, but please do the Vow of Rivals Testament versus Skilla some night. Yeah, I'll have to see what weapon it requires, because if it's one of the weapons that I hate, I'm more hesitant to do it. But if it's like the staff or something, then I'm totally down. You can never go wrong with a little bit more money. Okay, calm down, Bezos. I'll stop when I can buy my first super yacht, I promise. Let's upgrade cardio gain. Keep that magic restoration up. Get an extra nectar there, which is nice. And then speaking of keeping our magic up, we can grab some more magic right here. And then fire our laser into the crowds of enemies. Alrighty. Let's go see Echo.
Clear the way.
You know how it goes with super yachts. Once you have one, you gotta get another so it doesn't get lonely.
How fortunate for you.
Oh, hey, Nat.
Expecting someone else. Taking a moment to get my bearings. Was nice and quiet here till you showed up.
I was expecting someone else, but call this a pleasant surprise. It's always nice to see your face.
You haven't seen a gentle-looking nymph nearby, have you? She's often here on this bridge.
Might be I scared her off. Got more important things to do than chasing nymphs. Anyway, go on. The spirits in this place won't like us making nice. Catch.
Oh, dang. Thank you.
But be careful, Nem.
Plus 50 to our max HP, courtesy of our girlfriend. Off she goes to kick butt. She's going that way, which means I guess we're going this way.
Can't take this yet.
Let's upgrade the laser a little bit more. After using your hex, you deal plus 5% damage this encounter. I like that one always. Your hex deals damage in an area at the end point. That'll come in handy against mobs. And more power.
Flourish and reveal my path.
Looks like we gotta go in two opposite directions. The hammer's here.
More.
There's the hammer. What can we get? While you channel your attacks, you move and fire 20% faster. Gotta stay on the move. And there should be one final reward waiting for us. Right here. It's money! The best kind of reward. Nice. Man, that laser is pretty powerful at this point. We just melted those enemies. That was crazy. Alright, our final options are pomegranate or store. Considering we've got 933 gold in our pocket, I'm going store. And look, there are still Cerberus prints, so I guess we're fighting Cerberus. The question is, again, is this just going to be a play fight with Fluffy Cerberus? Is he still corrupted?
On my authority.
I'm very excited to find out. We're gonna pick up Snuffed Candle.
Until we meet again.
Oh, he is still corrupted.
Free here, don't you?
What the heck?
I know
Interesting.
you don't like cleanings, but it's time.
Maybe because he's roaming in the fields of mourning, he's picking up this corruption by accident, rather than Kronos inflicting the corruption on him. I don't know what the the official canon explanation is, but
Infested with these things.
interesting to see that he's still corrupted, actually. So it looks like the bosses don't change at all, simply the story reason for fighting them changes, so I can only assume that's going to hold true for the final boss, aka Kronos. We'll still have to fight him. I don't know what the reason will be, just some grandfather-granddaughter bonding time, perhaps? I guess we'll find out. That's what I was gonna suggest. It's like mud, but because it's from this field, from these fields, it's cursed or some such. Yeah, that makes sense.
Ensuring time flows freely forth apparently requires cleaning up the mired hound of hell.
So what you're saying is that boss fight was basically just bath time for Cerberus. Got it. Alright, he's all fluffed up. Off you go, buddy. Now we unlock or activate 5 more Arcana cards, which I'm pretty sure is every single possible Arcana card now, which is crazy. We have all of the buffs. And then, yeah, I'm just really excited to see how things are going to play out down here. Can we still run into Hades? Presumably, if we do, he's not going to be locked up in chains. At the end, when we get to the House of Hades, can we explore a little bit? I don't know. So many questions. I'm very excited to find out the answers. First, we'll stop here. If we gotta fight Grandpa, I mean, I guess we'll equip the Knucklebones to do so. And, let's head down.
Unseen.
We still gotta take the secret path in. Still can't go through the front door.
Here.
And yeah, it looks like the renovation and cleanup crew haven't made it here. This is still full of Grandpa's gold dust.
Kronos and his wheels of change.
They're still here. It's gonna take a long time to clean up the mess he made, I think, unfortunately.
Ever-shifting chambers. Realign.
All reconfigured Tartarus. Oh, it isn't daughter.
Oh, Dad! Interesting. We didn't hear from Kronos as we entered Tartarus. We heard from Hades. That's new. No luck with the Northern Lights, Bronny? That's too bad. Oh, I just passed a gold there that I didn't notice until I was already halfway through the door. Not bad. Luckily, we've got almost 1,000 gold to our name anyway, so missing one pot with probably 10 gold in it, I would not call fatal.
More steps to be retraced.
Nice.
Just a few chambers left.
Yeah, we haven't had any opportunity to meet with Hades, though. Maybe that's not an option anymore. We just meet him in his house at the end of the run. Or we've just been unlucky and we haven't had the opportunity to do so. Yeah, there's been actually no opportunities to explore off the express path, which is interesting. Usually there's always a chance to go off the main path to get more powers or, yeah, to meet up with Hades, but this time around it has been one set path, which is interesting. Again, I don't know if that's going to be the case all the time or is just simply how the RNG worked out for us this time around, but something to consider for sure.
This is my
Alright.
father's realm.
And yeah. Oh no, hey, here's an opportunity to branch off the main path. Maybe Dad only allows so much reconfiguring around here. Yeah, perhaps that's the lore explanation. Well, we'll take the one and only option we had to deviate from the path to hopefully get a nice boon from great Auntie Hestia.
Traitorous wretch. Possible exchange.
And she's gonna give us. Let's grab Flame Flourish. No point in spending our money there because we should get to the main store soon enough. So I'll hold off.
Let me show you the way.
Grab the gold there. Compel the shade to join us. And then off we go. Ah, look at this. We've got the construction signs put up.
Welcome back, Lord Charon.
Charon is still here, though, and also, look who else is here. Grandpa's waiting for us just outside the gate, so maybe the end is going to be a little different after all. We'll get to that in a moment. I do want to do some shopping, whatever is awaiting us.
I never took strapping young Zeus here for the marrying type, and was none too pleased when he picked my poor sister Hera for the job. But you've been a right good husband to her, haven't you, Zeus?
I sometimes pity you, Hestia, for never having known the joys of matrimony for yourself. Challenges arise in any such relationship, but together with your beloved partner, you find a way. All you must do is compromise and cooperate.
Are they just ignoring the elephant in the room that is Zeus has cheated on Hera so many times? Anyway, at least we get a duo boon here. Hestia x Zeus gives us thermal dynamics. Our blitz effects also inflict Scorch whenever they deal damage, and Scorch does 160 damage. Yes. It's also a fated choice. We love to see that, so we'll pick that up. We'll grab an Ares boon. Our Omega moves also cause a falling blade to appear over each foe struck. They'll use 5 more magic. That's okay. We'll grab that. We'll grab the shields, and I'm not gonna get that should we get that anvil? Yeah, let's get the anvil. So we lost Furious Blaze, and we got Rising Helix and Inverted Blaze. Inverted Blaze is good. We're not going to use Rising Helix much, but Inverted Blaze is good, so we'll take that. Alright, now, let's speak to Grandpa. He's waiting for us here, and you can see they've already finished renovating the front door. The front door used to feature a picture of Grandpa's face, but it's back to Papa's face now.
Good, you are here at last. Now that you faithfully retraced your path, I ought to be able to manipulate the course of time such that you find yourself within the house, whilst a remnant self of mine sits on your father's throne. Ready?
Oh, so that's the lore reason for why we have to fight Kronos again.
No, not yet. What shall happen if I prevail, let alone fail? Are you certain any of this shall even work?
Well, I am relatively certain, yes. The visions I can conjure up of Asphodel, the principle of this is much the same, and you have likewise demonstrated aptitude at breaking free of temporal restraints.
So I'm to enter the house exactly as before, and deal with this remnant Kronos as I have in the past. Then you shall do the rest.
Exactly so. First I shall create a shift whilst you enter, then you do what you must with the wrong-headed version of me in there. We shall be rid of the mere possibility of him.
Interesting. Okay, we really are cleaning things up.
All right then, off I go.
Off we go indeed.
Farewell.
We still have to enter by diving in, apparently. Hey, Lace, how are you? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Hades 2. We actually beat the game on Saturday, so tonight we're checking out the epilogue. Turns out there is a ton of post-game content.
Insolent girl. I do not know how you last managed to escape from me, but you have gravely erred in setting foot again within these halls, thus giving me a second chance.
This is not your second chance, Titan, but your last. You are an aberration and should not even exist, not here like this.
If I may interrupt. Greetings. In case the resemblance is insufficient, I am you. Yet I am also me. I know this must be difficult to accept, but my granddaughter is quite correct.
This is pretty cool. Okay. How's it going? Oh, it's going well. Thank you very much for asking. I had a very long day at work tonight, so I'm extra happy to be here hanging out with my friends and playing some video games to really relax and unwind after a long day. So thanks for stopping in. It's good to see you. I heard the Hades games are like that. My partner's been doing runs post-game in the first Hades game. Yeah, it's crazy between the first Hades game and the second Hades game, just how much content is included. It took us 60 hours to beat the main game, and there's still probably another 60 hours at least of content afterwards, tying up loose ends, brand new plot lines such as this. It's truly impressive how much content these games have to offer, which is awesome. Okay, this is getting trippy now. Yeah, so Grandpa is speaking to a temporal possibility of himself that we need to get rid of to ensure it'll never manifest in any space. Yeah, it is definitely getting a little twisty. Like I mentioned, whenever you introduce time travel or multiverse or branching timelines, things can get a little twisty. It's a lot to wrap your mind around sometimes. Oftentimes, I just need to suspend my belief a little bit and just sit back and enjoy the ride, so that's what we're doing here.
Grandfather, let me handle this. Knowing how you used to be, he won't be listening to reason here.
This foolishness, this mockery. You would confound me with these cheap illusions, whilst you deign to lecture me about what should exist or not. Be gone.
Alright, and here we are. Well, it says, have you done a run that is primarily Zeus and Hera boons? They do not parse around his proclivities, so to speak. They also just refrain from making it a major plot point since it's not about him. Fair enough. Alana just popped in. Oh, hang on.
It only stops at mine. Oh, but by all means, go attend.
No, I've never paused the game before during a Kronos boss fight, and he just insults you when you hit pause. That's so funny. Wow. Okay, today I learned we did finish Hades, but there's some epilogue content, so that's what we're checking out tonight. And that's, yeah, the very first time I've ever paused in the middle of a Kronos fight, so I didn't know that he would just roast me if I did so. Anywho, you look very excited. What is it?
I just beat my first round of Balatro.
You just beat your first round of Balatro? It played the Final Fantasy level up music. Hell yeah! GG's!
It took me so long.
One round down, 1 million to go. No, there's nothing like your first victory in Balatro. She's been working on it the past couple nights. First, she was stuck on the 20,000 blind, then she was stuck on the 40,000 blind, and now you did it!
Now I got 100,000 bitches.
Hell yeah! Which deck did you use for your first victory?
I think blue.
Blue deck.
I've been trying around a bunch, so I think it was blue.
So what did you unlock for beating your first run? I can't even remember.
I don't know. I didn't even look. I just ran in here.
She didn't even look at what her rewards were. She just wanted to share with us. Well, thank you for sharing. I'm so proud of you. Bronny says, I'm nearly 200 hours in and still have one deck to unlock in Balatro. We'll check back in with Alana at the 200-hour mark and see where she's at. But GG's, congratulations! Wow, alright. She just beat her first round of Balatro, which means I now need to beat Kronos. I can't believe he roasts you if you pause the game in the middle of his boss fight. That's actually a really nice touch. Like everything in Hades. It's just so perfectly polished. It just feels like the devs thought of everything. So much dialogue. All the characters always react to your decisions, and that right there is a perfect example of it. It's so good. I love that. Alana's becoming too powerful. Yep. She's looking at me pretty stone-faced. What,
You know what? Have it your way. Fine.
Not Balatro related, sorry. It used to be that Kronos would unpause the game. No way. And then you had a separate incantation to do at the cauldron to make it so that you could pause. But they patched that out for accessibility reasons. No way! That's crazy. This is literally the first time I've ever paused during this boss fight, so... First time I'm ever getting that dialogue, which is really funny. If he had unpaused the game, I don't know what I would have done. That would have really thrown me for a loop. Ooh. Dang, he hit me hard there. This isn't even real Grandpa, but he still got it. That did a ton of damage. What the heck? Did Grandpa get stronger or did I get weaker? Woo! He was hitting me like a friggin' truck there.
But I thought none could possibly resist the ravages of time. But you, how? You, my vestige, shall unfortunately never know. Now forgive this old man his transgressions. May time flow freely forth.
Oh! Kronos struck the final blow against Kronos. That's kind of cool. Alright, so he's been vanquished in this instance, which gives us our very first Hades 2 Epilogue victory. Let's go! I'll take it. That was pretty epic. He just scythed that other version of himself. Wow. Yeah. As funny as it would be, it's probably for the best that that's not a thing anymore. Yeah, like seriously, sometimes you just have to pause the game. So for him to be like, no pausing. Again, it would be funny the first time. It would get annoying when you really did have to pause, so. Oh my god, I didn't even see the subtext. That was my 10th victory against Kronos. Wow. 10 times against Kronos. Time, the ultimate villain and hero, truly. So now, do we get to go back to our time, perhaps, and explore the House of Hades as it is right now? Undergoing renovations?
A vision of the House of Hades, overtaken by the Titan of Time. One possibility that could have come to pass, had not the princess just eradicated him.
Yeah, like you're getting really, really meta now that we're saying we're inside a temporal possibility. Whoa, very meta.
I can get used to this.
So from here, what do? I guess we still go back into Zeg's room and sleep like we always did? Interesting.
Thus did Melinoe, the unseen princess of the underworld, prevent the very possibility that time could turn so cruelly against the gods again.
Interesting.
At least one possibility, of which there may be many, many more. For time flows like a river, and its passage and its currents take strange turns. The princess never did see the true House of Hades again, not on this night at least. But it is still entirely a mess from all which the Titan wrought, so she did not miss much.
Okay.
Return to Shadow now.
Time flows freely forth, and that answers that question. Apparently, the House of Hades is still a mess. We're not going to go visit it. So, I love how there's a lore explanation for everything. That's actually really cool. And so that's the ultimate explanation now of why we keep doing these runs, is we eliminated the most prevalent path, the most likely scenario, but we've got to clean up all these other temporal possibilities. Very funny that we're not going to go back and visit the House of Hades because it's still a mess. So the house is still a mess. You don't have to see it for yourself. Trust me. That's actually very, very funny. A perfect explanation for why the devs didn't want to code an entire new area for you to explore. You'll have to wait till it's all cleaned up, Mel. All right, now that that run is done, I'm gonna take a quick break. Now that Kronos isn't here to make fun of me, I can pause the game. Let's take 5 minutes. I'll run the ads, go refresh my water and do a little stretch, and we'll be back and we'll check in with everyone in the crossroads. Alrighty, everybody. Thank you for waiting. Hopefully you took that time to take care of yourself, whatever you needed to do. And now let's get back into it. I'm really glad we've got our first Epilogue Underworld run completed. We're now going to check in with everybody in the Crossroads, of course, like we always do. And then we'll head to the Overworld. I'm even more interested to see what's going to happen in the Overworld. I guess it'll be a similar thing, another temporal possibility we need to clean up. I don't know, no point in speculating, I guess. The second half of tonight's stream will provide the answers. For now, though, we start off every night like we always do by confiding in Phrynos.
That's one fewer possibility that things will run afoul for us again.
Oh, you're up.
Hey.
Got a new picture there, I see. That from your mom and dad. Looks newer than the other one. You're all grown up.
It was a bit of a parting gift, considering I won't be staying at the House of Hades with the rest of them. Though I'll be seeing them around, I think.
Oof, harsh. How come they didn't want you living in their subterranean stronghold with them? You're their kid.
They did want me to stay, it's just my home is here. They're my family, but so is this.
What, have you lost your mind? Wait, I'm your family too? That's what you're saying?
I see this Dora doesn't seem to be the exploring type, says Lace. No, Dora actually prefers to spend the majority of her time here inside Mel's tent, so you could say she's kind of the anti-Dora the Explorer.
Sure, if you're up for it.
Oh, alright, I guess why not.
Also, that's very adorable. I guess we're now officially family. I mean, of course we're family, and again, Mel basically had two different lives, and they've all come together in one, so it really makes sense that she wouldn't want to give up this life for this other life back in the House of Hades. And of course, that place is still under renovation, so it also makes sense that she didn't want to go there right now.
How happy we all seem. And in that moment in time, we truly were.
A beautiful family portrait. I don't know who painted that, but they did a magnificent job. They really captured Cerberus's fluffiness in paint, which is nice. I think Artemis is here tonight because I hear some singing. First, though, we're going to check in with our prophecies. We completed Arcana of the Ages. The daughter of the god of the dead shall descend to the lowest reaches of the underworld and prevail there, whilst influenced by each different Arcana card. Last night, of course, we had every single Arcana card equipped, so this prophecy was completed.
You are emboldened by your knowledge of the past.
The fates, they're out there still.
Now, this is really interesting. This prophecy has morphed. This prophecy used to be called Millenoi Find Us. It's now called Millenoi Remember Us. We commend your accomplishment, though remain indisposed and cannot say where. Speak not of this until our emissary says the words you often did. Someone's gonna say death to Kronos? Regardless, my objectives for right now are to continue investigating the underworld and Olympus, which is very, very interesting. Still a ton more prophecies for us to complete, although as you can see, we're getting very close to completion on a lot of them. We're like one away, which is cool. But okay, it's something to keep in mind. The fates have reached out to us. There's nothing for us to do right now, but wait.
Another victory within the depths of Tartarus. Except now, your fight requires you to transcend space and time with assistance from your grandfather, of course. True?
Yep, true. Twisty, convoluted, kind of makes your brain hurt, but yes, true. That's what we're doing now.
True, as far as I can understand, Lord Moros. Headmistress notified you of these new details then. You don't sound terribly surprised.
I assure you that my inability to sound terribly surprised does not prevent my feeling so. You have many such battles left to fight?
Whenever time permits.
Then to your many victories to come.
Oh, thank you. And yep, Artie is here. Hi.
I'll admit it, Apollo had a lot to do with this one, but I still like it. And it reminds me of how we all got to soar together through the sky. Join me a bit?
So this is cool. So Artemis sings a different song now. She sings the song that was playing when we were flying through the sky with Selene at the end of the game. And Mel can join in. Artemis has a very cool aesthetic. She's definitely one of my favorite goddesses in both her look and her personality. She's cool. And then her and Mel get to belt some epic tunes. So epic, man. All these frogs. It's Wednesday, my dudes. They're all just vibing to the song here, to the duet. They get front row seats too. I'm not sure who's playing the backing music, but anyway. Always nice to sing with my sister Artemis.
Let us briefly speak.
Sure, what's up?
So, is it working out thus far? This change of plan, as our tactician would say? Should you see even the slightest trace of the old Kronos, do notify me at once.
Grandfather appeared where and when we discussed. His claims about these remnant possibilities out of time appear to be accurate. Shall we continue?
We may as well see where it leads. Also, I wish to thank you for your concern for me before.
Hey, Meerkat!
That you decided
Isn't Artemis your cousin? Or aunt? I forget. I think cousin.
I think cousin as well. I don't know. You know the the family tree of the Olympians. I think it's you yourself, Meerkat, who said it's less of a family tree and more of a family wreath. So she could be both my cousin and my aunt, for all I know. But hello, it's good to see you, my friend. Happy Tuesday. 93-month resub. Holy moly. Thank you so much for your continued support. I really appreciate it. It's good to see you. Enjoy your sub badge, your emotes, your ad-free viewing. Welcome to the epilogue of Hades 2. We may have beat the game, but that doesn't mean there isn't anything left to do. Turns out there is still a ton to do. We are cleaning up basically all the remnant possibilities of time that Kronos left behind, and still lots of conversations to be had, things to explore, and runs to complete. So we just completed an underworld run then. Once we're finished here in the crossroads, we are going to head up to Mount Olympus and see how things are up there in the post-game.
It was not a difficult decision for me, Headmistress. It would have been harder had I realized it might anger you. I've been to both the Palace of Zeus and the House of Hades, and neither has a cauldron or soft earth beneath my feet.
I understand only too well, Melinoy. And I would have chosen the same, except I thought you would have been the wiser. Now you are stuck here. Another lost soul in the crossroads twixt heaven and hell.
But I'm not lost. I'm where I wish to be.
Truly.
Oh, our trust deepened. Alright, that means the codex entry for Hecate gets updated. Remember that she has taught you and trained you only for one particular purpose. Should you somehow achieve it, only then may you begin to learn all that she could never possibly teach. Hecate now feels closer to us and may soon be open to another offering, aka I can give her this bottle of ambrosia and hopefully go to the taverna with her.
Would you care to split this bottle of ambrosia, Headmistress? We never truly celebrated the restoration of the Underworld's king and queen here.
Sipping the drink of your mountain relatives hardly seems suitable festivity. Oh, very well. You are correct that these shades shall be expecting something.
It's really sweet because obviously Hecate was essentially Mel's mother figure for all of her life. And she fully expected that when Mel restored her birth family, that she would return to live with them. And Mel's like, no. I restored my family, and they are my family, and that is my home. But this is my home too, and you are my family too. I want to stay here. And you can tell that Hecate was kind of taken aback by that in the best of ways. It's nice. I mean, this is basically Mel's other mom, so we can't abandon her. We gotta go drink to that in the taverna, right? I'm sure Mel could get a room in Dad's house if she wanted. She only needs to ask. Exactly. She can spend weekends there.
Never relented against the threat of time itself, and the father of all monsters, amongst many others.
Also, oh god, Hecate, what are you doing? You're drawing so much attention to me. Is she getting the entire taverna to salute me?
Thank you, Headmistress. Everyone. I never could have done this without you, without these crossroads. The one place I could always return to in a moment of need.
You are welcome here and safe, Malinois. And whilst we had utmost faith in you, nevertheless, what you accomplished was beyond imagining.
I did what you trained me to do. I'm grateful for your patience through all the many setbacks I had to overcome.
How else could we have stood against time itself if not through patience? I knew you would be a capable student. It is the only reason I pushed you as hard as I did.
Wow, Hecate is really in a good mood here. You can tell. The ambrosia is going down good, I think.
So then what happens now to the unseen? Our shades each have an honorary place in Elysium waiting for them.
That may be if they decide to leave, but I suspect they're in no greater hurry to abandon this place than are you. There's always more we may accomplish here, and we stand to go farther together than alone.
I'll have whatever she's having, yeah, when the ambrosia hits.
Thank you all for standing by my side.
That was a nice moment. It's good to celebrate your victories, right? It was a big accomplishment. Sure, things didn't end up the way we thought they would, but we achieved our objective in the end.
Is that it was worthwhile.
Very worthwhile.
These shades, they arrived here for lack of any place to go. Now 'tis a permanent home.
Not just a place to stop, a place to stay.
That's a really nice way to put it. Thank you for the hydration, Bronny. I'll cheers to Mel. Princess of the underworld and savior of the realm. Alright,
By now I've learned something of dreams
interesting.
and time.
Okay, hang on. We've got a new incantation now. The only incantation we had before was End to Dumbest Slumber. But we now have another one, Returning to a Real Possibility. This will allow us to reminisce at the Fountain of the Dead to return to an earlier point in your journey if you wish. Oh, interesting. If you wanted to back up and spend a bit of time on the other side of defeating Kronos. Time marches ever forward. To what extent its course is predetermined, only the fates can say. Well, it's always nice to have options. I don't know if I'll be turning back the clock, but I certainly like having the option to do so. We just need an S dust to make it a reality. Which I might have enough for once I sell my fish. No, not quite. We'll save up and get to that one. We will pick up another bottle of ambrosia, though. Oh, and thank you for the stretching and the posture checks. Ash, I appreciate it. Muffin is right here. I can make her bigger for you if you'd like. She is, she's turned in, having a little nap. There's her head, if you're wondering. She kind of just looks like a fluffy blob there. But she is having a nice nap hanging out with us here this evening. Cozy, comfy. Tiff, what happened with Nem? Nothing substantial yet. Still, you know, nothing, no overt show of feelings or anything like that. Hopefully we can give her some more ambrosia here tonight and butter her up a little bit, but that relationship is still progressing slowly but surely. She's such a comfy kitty. Does Muffin like blankets being put on her? No, she doesn't. When you like kind of tuck her in with a little blanket, because of course I'm tempted to do it sometimes. She doesn't love it. If she's really asleep, she'll stay there, but a lot of times she's like, what the heck, I'm trapped. So she likes the blanket underneath her. She's a big blanket girly. If there's a blanket, she'll sleep on it, but on it, not under it, I guess. All right, speaking of Nem, let's go chat with her right now.
Got him again?
I sure did.
Been talking to Hypnos again? He can't hear you, you know. Kind of what happens when somebody's fast asleep.
Sleep is not as simple as you make it out to be. I think he can sense my words and intentions.
Yeah, Muffin is very comfy right now, which is nice. I talked about this earlier. I'm sure you guys heard me mention Muffin was on a 30-day course, rather, of really strong antibiotics. And so I think she wasn't feeling her best, which, you know, fair enough. Her tummy was probably a little upset. She was probably feeling tired from her body fighting the infection, but she finished up that course last week, and I really noticed a change in her behavior. Right away when we started stream, she came in, and I was saying, I feel like she hasn't visited us on stream in the last, like, month. So I think now that she's feeling better, she wants to be in with us. She's eating a lot more, which is great. So Positive signs all around. She does go back to the vet for her checkup next week to make sure that the infection has cleared, so fingers crossed, but at the very least the antibiotics are all finished, and it does seem like she's feeling a bit more comfortable, which is good. Tiff, I did it! Yay! GG's, Noella. Congratulations. Look at you not giving up and achieving your goals. I love that. Brody's come to understand that I tuck him in because I love him and he looks so grateful. Oh, my heart. That's so cute. Little tucked in pets. I love it. Also, Meerkat, a 30 stream watch streak. That's crazy, dude. Thank you so much for always being here and hanging out. I appreciate it. Oh, well, I'm glad she's coming around. Yeah, so she kept getting recurrent UTIs, and it turns out that the UTIs kept recurring because she had a pretty bad kidney infection. So very fortunate that we got that found, and you know, we figured out what the underlying cause was. But unfortunately, like I said, it did require a very strong course of antibiotics for 30 days, which, yeah, led her to not feeling her best, I think. But the antibiotic course is done. She's feeling better, and hopefully now the infection is cleared up. But we'll find out for sure on the repeat visit to the vet next week. I used to tuck in my old dog Prince, and we'd fall asleep by the fireplace. Stop it right now. You're gonna make me cry right on stream. That's adorable. Is there anything better than cuddling up with a pet, whether under a blanket or on top of a blanket? I'm sure I've told you guys this before, but when I sleep at night, Muffin sleeps right on my chest. You could say she has attachment issues, so I'll be under the blankets and then she'll be on top of the blankets on top of me. So you can say most nights I wake up in the middle of the night just so sweaty, and I'm like, okay, this was an amazing cuddle, but I need you to get off me now. But yeah, she's my little girl. We're sort of attached at the hip, and it's very sweet. I love cuddling with her.
Sensing words and intentions, yeah. Sounds exactly like the Hypnos I knew.
Alrighty, who else we gotta talk to? Odysseus, hi!
Everything proceeding as expected in the new phase of your task thus far, Goddess? Stretching the definition of expected, perhaps, as this is new territory for us all.
It's an unusual assignment, ensuring time flows freely. If done correctly, everything will seem as before. And even if not, there's no guarantee anything will go wrong.
Well, that makes this sound more familiar than I thought. Life in all its uncertainties. Anyway, we're watching Kronos and ensuring that your route remains intact.
I'll make the most of it. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're ready.
Lots of stuff was ready. Plant my little garden before we head back out. No Icarus tonight. I was really hoping he'd stop by so I could tell him about my achievements, but hopefully we'll run into him on the overworld run tonight.
Your mother and the rest are safe, Lord Hypnos. They'll surely be expecting your return and presumed you'd wake after all this, but you're still sound asleep. Well, don't worry. I made you a promise, and I intend to keep it.
Yep, we're still working on it. We're just one ingredient away from the incantation that'll hopefully wake you up for good.
Way to stick it to that Kronos guy.
Thanks, fan.
I meant to note, I had an unusual experience at the House of Hades. I heard no mention of you there, despite your distinguished status. Only of a skeleton who would stand watch outside. Skelly, perhaps akin to that?
Kiddo, you think we skeletons are all the same? That's way over the line, pal. Come on, I would have thought. Unbelievable.
What? I didn't mean to suggest... Oh, I apologize.
Not Mel racially profiling the skeletons. You're gonna get cancelled, Mel.
I swear.
Oh, that's funny dialogue right there. I was fully expecting to find the soot last night, but I guess it's more elusive than that. Yeah, I guess it's gonna require a few more runs. Speaking of a few more runs, so if we want to upgrade our torches any further, we will have to go up to 4 Testament and then beat Prometheus. I mean, there's no reason why we can't do that, or we could do a run with the blades. Let's see if we went up to 4. how hard it would be.
For the realm.
Menace is really not bad. Most foes have a 10% chance to be from the next region. That's not bad at all. Yeah, and I was also thinking the same thing. The first boss being more difficult doesn't seem so bad. So then if we also did one horde, so most encounters have 20% more foes. All in all, I don't think that's that bad. I think we can probably do that.
The growing fear.
We can do 4 fear. Especially if we stick with our tried and true build. We'll give it a shot. Already a third of the way back to the next Bean Boozle. You missed it earlier, Meerkat. TS actually redeemed Bean Boozle, and Alana did one for free because she's such a good person, apparently. You gotta pay me 100,000 channel points to do a Bean Boozle, but apparently Alana will do them for free, so... I got the good one, and she got the bad one, but apparently I reacted worse than she did, so... Yeah, we had a 2-for-1 Bean Boozle at the start of tonight's stream.
The task continues. Beginning assignment.
Ah, starting off with Selene. Well, let's start off with buttering her up with some nectar. The task never ends.
By everyone, though I am far more fortunate, as I know you yourself, Sister Selene. I never could have found my strength if not for yours.
I always wished to be dependable. You must feel the same. Though I watched over you, out of necessity we were quite distant as you grew and trained. But now, we Silver Sisters have grown close, as though we are one.
Today we found out that Tiff doesn't know the difference between boogers and pears. I think that's a testament to the poor quality of the beans than anything else. I was chewing and I was like, this doesn't taste good. Is this boogers? And I was like, no, I think it's pear, but it's like not a good pear.
I bid you shine for me again tonight.
Your headmistress revealed more to me about your current charge, ensuring that our time flows freely forward from here on. I understand this newer task may have no end in sight, so bid you pace yourself accordingly.
Alrighty, we're gonna go Moonwater.
Moonwater.
Perfect.
Go on, Tula. Come on out.
The Huntress strikes again.
Can we see the mountain from here? Or the city?
Can't quite see the docks from here.
Yeah. I guess, much like the House of Hades, even though we've stopped Kronos' forces from actively attacking the city, there's still remnants to clean up and lots of repairs to do, so I expect the city is still in ruins for the foreseeable future.
I release you. Grand Auntie Hestia. More and more I wonder, what would it have been like if you were always in my life? Perhaps I would have grown up quicker of wit, or happier. May we yet get to know each other like we knew each other all along.
I never wanted kids, you know, dearie. And you're not about to make me second guess what's more than probably the smartest choice I ever made, mouthing off to me the way you did just then. Now take your blasted boon and off with you.
Look, sometimes being an auntie can be just as important as being a mother. We can have the auntie-niece relationship, and you don't need to regret your choice of not having children, Hestia. That was not my aim.
I'm so worked up I didn't properly congratulate you last time, dearie. Bless you for everything. You found us in the middle of a real mess and got us out. Sure, we helped and all, but you did the cooking and you did it good.
Thank you, Auntie. I love her. She's just the best. We're gonna do Cardio Gain, the same boon we had last night. Unfortunately, this one is just common rarity, so it's not quite as effective as what we had going last night. But should still come in handy with the magic restoration. Now, I think tonight is gonna be a Hestia Aphrodite kind of knight by the looks of the offerings here. Oh yeah, she's giving auntie energy, isn't she? She's just great. We love her. She's always looking out, always helping us out, always so kind. We love it. So, Lace, I think you mentioned to me previously, well, you mentioned earlier tonight that your partner was currently playing through the epilogue of the original Hades. Have you played Hades? Because if not, I 10 out of 10 would recommend. These games are fantastic, both Hades and Hades 2. Great, great games.
Focus, Mel. What's good here?
Why not? Let's get some shields. Nothing wrong with some shields. We'll place an order at Hermes' store. And the more we shop at Hermes' store, the happier he is with us, and that's actually how we kind of build the relationship with him. It is through full bribery. So I'll make sure to spend as much money there as we can. I have the first Hades game in my Steam library, and I would like to play it this year. Awesome. Well, yeah, I totally recommend it. And I'm sure your partner would too, because yeah, it is a great, great game. I feel like everyone I've ever talked to who's played Hades has said that they've loved it. Like, I've never met someone who's been like, yeah, I played Hades, it was okay. Like, no, you play Hades and you love it. I have to slow down on buying more games though. That's the real plight of the gamer, isn't it? I always say my life motto is so many games, so little time. And if you look at my Steam library, that would certainly be the case.
You really did it, gorgeous. That ugly monster's finally gone. I never could tell if he even had a heart, as there was not a trace of love in him at all. Only the worst intentions and desires. So much for those.
So much for those. Spiritual affirmation. Gain bonus max life and bonus max magic now and for the rest of this night. Sure, we'll take that. Here. Hades is just addicting as hell. Well, that's the thing between the story and the gameplay and how much there is to do, the music. I mean, do you want to hear me talk about how much I love Hades again for another stream? I love everything about it. It's addicting in every way. The end. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I've met folks who are meh on Hades, but they're not super big fans of either the gameplay loop or the story elements, like, in general. I mean, okay, fair. If you don't like the gameplay or the story, you're going to be hard-pressed to like any game.
Be not afraid.
You know, those are arguably the two most important elements in a game, so... If you're not big on those, then you'll have trouble, but yeah. For any fans of action games, for sure, I would recommend. I love Aphrodite. Like, she's obviously full of herself, but she's not without feeling and compassion. She just chooses to not show it. And she does choose to show it around Mel. Her and Mel have a really nice relationship. She brings up very often, actually, how much she appreciates Mel and how much she likes Mel, so... Maybe that's because of all the nectar we've been giving her, I don't know, we're just getting her drunk, but... It is nice to feel appreciated by a goddess such as Aphrodite, that's for sure. I mean, that's their opinion. Dogging on them would be just silly, unless it's the usual suspects on the internet. Well, of course, we give trolls opinions, no mind, but it's also a-okay to just not be a fan of everything. One of my biggest gripes is when, you know, something is critically acclaimed, you say, you know, it actually wasn't for me, and then you get blamed for it. Like, what do you mean? You must have terrible taste. It's like, no. Some things are just not for everybody. There are lots of games out there that are, you know, very critically acclaimed that I'm not a huge fan of. And that's okay, because we all have different tastes. We all have different things that we want out of games. But for people who like these type of games, then I would definitely recommend it, because I think in terms of these types of games, this is one of the best ones. There are no universally loved games or movies or books. Exactly. Because that would mean that everybody has the same taste, and they don't.
All is possible.
Some do come close, though, like Bob Ross, that's true. Anyone who hates Bob Ross, I would question their taste level, but Again, perhaps it's a question of taste level. And not the quality of Bob Ross's content.
Incoming.
That's the second time that's happened now, that the Cyclops just tosses a boulder in on the battlefield. Very interesting. And we'll grab a Passion Rush from Aphrodite. Yeah. Dang, this was a very small room. Very, very close quarters there, my goodness. Luckily, the enemies were all pretty weak, so we got out of there relatively unscathed, and that should be all the boons we need now to proceed and fight Mr. Cyclops, who is apparently going to be a little bit stronger tonight, thanks to the testament that we enacted. So we'll see in what way he's stronger. Does he just have more HP? Does he deal more damage? Does he have new moves? I don't know. Again, I guess we'll find out. Ooh, Hot Pot. Gain a 6% chance to dodge, which will be doubled against Scorch-afflicted foes. That's pretty sick.
Getting warmer. Why am I unsurprised you're still here offering your wares, even with everything that's happened recently, my lord? You won't stop until the underworld's entirely restored.
I'm curious if Muffin has ever heard the kitty in the game. I always play with my headphones on, so no, she's never heard the meow. I wonder if she would react to it, though. She doesn't always. The thing that'll most likely make her react is birds. When I play games and there's other cats in the game, she might notice, but she almost always notices if there's like little birds flittering about or little birds chirping. That's what always catches her attention.
Not even then. Got it. Thank you for your service.
That's true. She did show some interest in the cat and Stray.
I thank you, sorceress. Infusing fear into the night lets me conduct certain experiments I normally cannot. Though I'm also bound to test you here, as does Great Hecate below.
Okay, so this is interesting. Is this what makes the boss battle harder? Medea is here and is going to take part as well? Interesting. I mean, I'm glad I could help her conduct certain experiments, but I don't really want to fight you.
Test me? Lady Medea, what of the massive Cyclops already barring my path? He'll try to eat us both.
Nah, this witch here is not exactly to my taste. And besides, we got ourselves a little arrangement now.
Oh.
Since I can't smell as easy, what with all the bodies popping up.
Your fight is with the Cyclops still. My aim is merely to enact the will of night in my own way. Do try your best to pretend I'm not even here, which may be difficult, admittedly.
Okay, this is interesting and is again just another example of why I friggin' love this game. You'd think you activate fear and it just makes the Cyclops either have more HP or deal more damage, maybe get some new moves. But no, it gives you brand new dialogue and makes it basically a new encounter with a new character being part of it. That's just like the attention to detail. I can't rant about it enough. It's so good, man. Okay, so Medea is here and she's just gonna cast spells. She left some acid on the battlefield. Yeah, she's just shooting acid around. Oh, I'm poisoned. Oh, okay. Dang. That actually makes this a little bit harder than I expected. Ow. Yeah, being poisoned sucks because obviously, as poison does, it does damage over time. This actually made the boss fight significantly harder, which is interesting because normally I find this boss fight to be essentially a cakewalk. So I'm glad it's only the first boss this affected. If this was like Prometheus, then we'd have a problem. Dang. Yeah, exactly. If she was there to spew venom in the Prometheus fight, that would not be good. We could handle it here with this guy, but not so much during some of the stronger fights.
The noxious, death-strewn field beyond the city of Ephira now lies still once more, although a sense of rising fear yet lingers with the many restless souls that there reside.
Lady Medea certainly transformed this place.
Yeah, Lady Medea has literally moved in. She brought her cauldrons, and yeah, apparently there were cure wells in the area, which I did not notice during the battle, but good to know if we ever do this again. She has nicely put cure wells around. Noella says, oh yeah, you activated my other crack ship. I love the crack ship that the game accidentally baked in for me. I honestly might never have gotten here on my own. I hate how much it can melt the start of my run. Yeah, I mean, they really are just setting you up to ship those two, right? Medea's literally moved in here. Dang. All right.
Another one, maybe.
Well, it didn't help that I had knuckle bones equipped, which I definitely wanted crystal figurine equipped instead, so messed that one up, but that's okay. I guess it means we took less damage from Cyclops and Medea.
Now then.
We'll equip the crystal figurine now, and we'll head off. First, though,
Tuna,
fishing.
be my guest. No escape.
How does the mountain look from here?
Such a strange and awful fleet that Kronos has.
Okay, still the same. Fleet's still going through. Whether, again, that's a temporal possibility, or if it's just remnants of the huge army that he amassed still making their way through. I guess it doesn't matter either way, we still gotta clean it up.
Delivery arrived.
Cheers, bud. Alright, let's go pomegranate. And we'll power up Flame Strike, so our attacks continue to inflict higher levels of Scorch. Grab nectar. It's nice how we literally always have double-digit amounts of nectar on hand now. So whenever we meet a god or a goddess, we can ensure that we're able to give them a gift.
Could make a lovely gift.
And of course, every time we pick up a nectar, we do get a pomegranate slice, so our abilities are increasing in power as well. Now over here we've got 2 gods. Oh no. A family dispute between Hestia and Aphrodite. I hate having to pick between 2 of my favorites. I'm sorry, Aphrodite, but I love Auntie Hestia.
How wonderful.
Slow cooker. Your attacks and specials gain power the more fire boons you have. This is a powerful infusion boon. It'll give us +2 power per fire boon, and we currently have 3 fire boons, so you do the math.
Sometimes I think we shouldn't force you to play favorites, but we shouldn't do a lot of things, I'm sure. Such as get angry with you.
Don't hate me, Aphrodite.
Honestly, that was one of the better reactions. She acknowledged that maybe they shouldn't put me in this position. So I'll take that. I'll take the acknowledgement.
Now, don't we feel better? We mustn't keep our feelings bottled up, even if it means having ourselves the occasional little outburst.
Well, I'm glad you feel better after your tantrum, Lady Aphrodite. what do we have right now that causes weak effects? Do we have anything? Yes, my rushing inflicts weak, so we should grab Broken Resolve so my weak effects are more potent, and then just do lots of rushing. Oh! What the heck?
I heard the tidings of your victory, but knew this wasn't over. Always more to be done. Now, come on.
I love how Heracles doesn't question or second guess that the fighting is not over. But interesting to see him out here on a boat. That doesn't normally happen. I'll take it though. Nice to see a friendly face and have the opportunity to earn some gold. Is that it? Nice, 100 gold.
You say the gods never shared nectar with you. Well, I'm sharing some now. Perhaps you can regain a taste for it.
I have to run off to bed, but glad I got to catch you streaming again. Yes, it was great to have you, Lace. Thank you so much for hanging out. It was really good to see you. Have a great sleep, and hopefully I'll see you again sometime soon. Hercules would show up just about anywhere, apparently, even in the middle of a ghost ship. Is this the first time we've met him at sea? I don't know if it's the first time, but I mean, we haven't seen him out here very often, that's for sure. Oh, Muffin's leaving? Where are you going, Beeb? You ready to go out for a snack? Okay. Ah, to be a kitten. Your life revolving around napping and snacking.
No more of this, witch. I told you I don't care for it, and presently I have no plans to go make any offerings myself. My tolerance for you likewise nears its limit.
Your tolerance is enough, sir. I see how hard you work, expecting nothing in return. For all you've given to Olympus, may you never give your soul.
That would require me to have one still.
Oh, poor Heracles. That guy's just having a hard time. That's why we try to be nice to him.
Then, whatever it is, everybody here has got their own idea, but I reckon Typhon's gone and Kronos he's touched in the head, so all in all, not bad.
Yeah, we'll take it, right? Let's grab Molten Touch so our attacks do more damage to armor. And then Slow Cooker also upgraded, so our infused power is higher. Speaking of upgrades, let's go see Selene next so we can upgrade our ability from her.
The infinite dark.
Our Hex also restores magic. We can use our Hex more. It restores more HP, and it gives us gold.
With the grace of the moon.
All of the things I like. Alrighty, one last stop before we go see Eris.
Lord Charon's ship.
And we got lots of money, so let's grab a boon.
Normally, my light makes it easy to spot whoever needs a blessing or a smiting.
Hex yeah! Hey Sleepy, how are you doing? Happy Tuesday.
Charon seems to know how to get hold of you.
Ooh, self-healing. Well, you have at least 3 fire boons. We currently have 4. Whenever you take damage, restore 30% of your life.
Boon awakened.
Self-healing. I like the sound of that. We'll also increase our max magic. I'll leave the bones behind. I don't really care about those. We'll save our gold and go see Eris. If there's anybody that I expect to still be in the exact same spot, even in the epilogue, it's Eris. She does not care that Typhon and Kronos have been defeated. She just wants an opportunity to cause some chaos, so I fully expect Eris to be right here on this beach where we normally find her. Oh. I got way ahead of myself. I thought we were going through the door to Eris right there, but no, that was only the midway point, so... Apologies, we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer for Eris. Imagine if they had just made it Eris wears a cheap mask of the original boss fight's face and she was just every boss, honestly. That would be really funny and would kind of be lore friendly because that's some shit that Eris would do. Alright. We'll go Aphrodite Boon.
Olympus, I accept this message.
We're gonna do Rapture Ring. Alright, and now this is Eris.
Not seen you here in a while, babe. And what happened to Typhon anyway? There's been no sign of him at all.
Typhon had to leave reality as we know it. Though, sorry, Eris. I suppose you didn't even have a chance to introduce yourself to him, did you?
No, I didn't. Though if he's so easy to get rid of, maybe it's for the best. So what are you going to Olympus for anyway? It better not be some sort of feast, because I wasn't invited. Everything's on fire!
Yeah, including you. Thank the scorch effects from Lady Hestia.
No, I'll be right with you. Juice. Fire! I've had it.
Hey. A kitten was looting the bowl. Yes, I was telling everyone how she's gotten her appetite back ever since her antibiotics finished. She got up from her nap and immediately was ready, and I was like, she is ready for a snack. Her life is just naps and then snacks. The ideal life. Oh, to be her.
Oh, why does this always happen to me?
Already? I gotta finish this round.
Oh.
Alright, Eris is down.
Next.
Next up, we start the climb. Oh, are you coming back in? My goodness, you love hanging out with us tonight. So glad we're getting so much muffin time. Alana? No, I don't think she heard me. Oh, you did hear me. Would you mind refilling my water? Thank you. Now, so next up is Prometheus, who always causes us a bit of trouble. So I think I'm gonna go Lion Fang. Did you mew? I'm back, everybody. I went and had my snack, and now I'm back to hang out again. I'm new and improved, Muffin. Now that those poison pills I used to take every night are over. I'm no longer being poisoned every night, therefore, I'm my best kitten self again. Thank you very much for the water. Alright, we're gonna go Hammer. Honestly, I might re-roll Hermes. I'm sorry, Hermes. But Hermes' boons are just not that helpful.
Still not giving up. There they are.
Oh, did I just hear a big kitten sneeze?
a centaur heart.
Bless you. Did you get kibble crumbs up your nose? Oh my goodness, big sneezes. Bless you, kitty. Can you guys hear these sneezes? Hi. Hey, kitty sneezes. You got the kibble crumbs up your nose.
No.
There's foes nearby. Where? Oh, they're all the way up here. I thought it was just me in this room. The foes were hiding them.
Lady Demeter.
Nice. Those Demeter statues really helped us out in that battle. Let's do the magic restored first strike. Let's upgrade that to 6 because that seemed to be super helpful in the underworld run.
Rest easy now.
I have ingested the wretched poison and lived. That calls for a feast. That is Muffin. Oh, the eagle's here. Stay away from him. Ouch, I say as he hits me in the face. You could leave me alone. That would be fantastic. Alright, great. Phew. Oh, give Apollo some nectar?
Brilliant Apollo. Your many talents must be the envy of all the land, and I am honored that you're sharing them with me. Here, this is for you.
Come now, you truly shouldn't have. Such flattery is entirely unnecessary, I assure you. Although it's perfectly welcome.
Hear me, on my authority.
Oh, let's grab the fated choice. Won't be very helpful for us right now, but it did fulfill a prophecy, so I have absolutely no regrets on taking it. We're at that point in the game where, again, when we looked at the prophecy list, we could see we were getting really close to completing a lot of them. So I'd like to prioritize that if we can here in the end game. Enjoy solitary pet ownership while you can. About 15 local chickens recently adopted us? What? How? What? Sleepy, I need answers. What are you doing with 15 chickens? Where do they live? Did you build a coop for them? Have you named them? Where did they come from? Please, give me all the details, because I am curious.
That's better.
You'd think being surrounded by family would mean being surrounded by like-minded folk, except not many on Olympus think as I do. None, I dare say. Yet you... well, one difference is, I'd never deign give nectar at a time like this.
Lady Athena, I am honored to have joined your fight, and to have earned your blessings and your faith. I sometimes overlook the need to express my gratitude, and so rely on this nectar to do it for me.
Let it be said that we are goddesses of action, not words, and I accept your thoughtful, if oddly timed, offering. Though, let this be the last until our foes all lie in ruin.
Of course.
Bronny says this sounds like the start of a Pixar movie. Honestly, it does. Some Pixar movie about some guy in Hawaii who adopts 15 chickens and then he like somehow transforms into a chicken, maybe is the plot of the Pixar movie, or at the very least he can speak to the chickens. Were you promoted to the rank of Colonel? Last name Sanders?
We have achieved a monumental victory, cousin. Although the annihilation of one's enemies can be a serviceable outcome in war, surrender often is preferred. I trust the others have expressed their gratitude.
Yes, of course. And congratulations to you all, Lady Athena. My only regret is that this siege cannot immediately cease, given what's left to be done.
Abandon that regret, for the rabble that still plagues Olympus is nothing. As for Prometheus, though I am skeptical about his role in this new strategy, I have persuaded Father to go along with it for now.
Yeah, I wonder what the lore reason is going to be for why we still have to fight Prometheus. I'll be interested to see that. I'm gonna grab Mental Block, the epic boon. Our casts also deal a burst of damage in the area and momentarily make me deflect. That also upgrades Slow Cooker. Let's go get the hammer. Sleepy Mom started feeding the Left Behind chicks. They are named Ninja, Nugget, Overcooked, Goob, and Goob 2, the Reckoning. No way! That is an incredible swath of names. 11 out of 10. I love this new storyline for your family, where you just have little chickens. I bet your kids are loving it.
And caught.
Oh, Muffin wants to go out again. She's in and out tonight. In and out. Hey, Colby. She really is back to her regular self. Alright, let's grab Sudden Burst.
My silver shines.
And then we're gonna go see Selene. Oops. I accidentally re-rolled Selene. I pressed the wrong button. Instead of right bumper, I pressed right trigger. I'm so sorry, my beautiful moon goddess. On the bright side, at least it re-rolled something decent. Re-rolled to money, which we can always use, but oh. You don't have a coop. Hawaii has strict wildlife rules and chickens are included. Oh, interesting. So building a chicken's coop is something that's prohibited in Hawaii? Today I learned.
We showed them, Tula.
Alright, well seeing as we just got a bunch of extra money, we may as well go spend it, I suppose.
Looks to be clear.
Wait a minute, what the fuck is this?
What is that? Some sort of parchment work?
Accept terms apply. Can I read the terms first? Don't ever sign a contract without reading the fine print, everyone. However, in this case, I don't think I have a choice, and God knows I'm not gonna say no. My curiosity, it might kill the cat, but it is there, and I need to see what the heck this scroll is.
Whosoever claims this contract shall forthwith... I'm not reading all this.
Oh God, Mel! Consult a lawyer! Wait, what the fuck?
Brother!
Well, this is awkward. Milenoe, what are you doing here? I was just basking in the adulation of the crowd. They never tire of seeing the champion or champions of Elysium fall.
What is happening? Did we just get teleported into an arena where Zagreus is battling? Does that mean I now get to fight against Zagreus? See, you should have read the fine print, Mel. Ugh. The fact that Tiff questioned it, but I didn't even try to question it the first time before clicking. Tiff turned the lawyer brain off.
Hello, Zagreus. Wow, this is Elysium, but I don't know what I'm doing here. Last I recall, I'd picked up some sort of burning parchment from Charon's shop.
Oh, gods. You really accepted an infernal contract. Read all the fine print and still thought it was a good idea.
I can't exactly say I read all the fine print. I mean, there seemed an awful lot, and could you perhaps summarize what I consented to?
A free trip to Elysium for one, and an exhibition match with its present champion or champions for another. Though exhibition does mean deadly battle in this case. You ready?
No way. We get a new boss fight?
Let's give this a shot.
No way we get to fight against Zag. This is crazy. The epilogue of this game was worth playing. I'm so glad we checked this out tonight because it is just stock full of stuff that I would have been really sad if we had missed. Luckily for us, Zag isn't putting up that much of a fight. Zag, did you get rusty? Oh, he's got Death Defies! No way! No way! I'm not the only one with the Death Defy powers. Okay. A sibling tussle. This is pretty cool. The Prince of the Underworld versus the Princess of the Underworld.
It's no use.
Okay, I got him now. Take that.
You did not hold back at all there. Blast.
Yes, he was using Gagaros, it looked like. Father's spear.
Zagreus, are you all right? I wasn't certain whether this was meant to be more for show or for real.
2 enter, only 1 leaves. Mel is now an only child.
I have to assume you decided for real was the way to go. Anyway, if anybody asks, I went easy on my little sister. Now, if you'll excuse me, I lost a little blood.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry, buddy.
Beginner's luck.
I just got an achievement for that. Elysian glory. Zagreus has been vanquished.
Keep you down, big brother.
I am now the champion of Elysium, which means you guys are going to need to replace all these Zagreus banners. Hope you enjoyed the show, everybody.
Some gemstones. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone.
That was pretty cool. That was really, really cool. I can't fault Mel for not reading the fine print there, because I'm glad we did it, and got to go battle Zag. It looks like we get a prize in return, too. A boon. That was well worth it for more ways than one. We're gonna grab Martial Arts, the Infusion boon. We're gonna heal, because Zag did do some damage, can't deny. Unfortunately, I'm out of heals now, too, because I used all of my heals in that battle. But I had to do what I had to do, or my brother would have murdered me, so... There we go.
Strength of the gods.
The previous player character is now a boss. Is this a secret JRPG? The way that took me so many tries, admittedly I kept clicking the contract on like the first starter areas. Yeah, I think I got it in a good spot where I had got enough boons that I stood a fighting chance against my brother, because it really wasn't that bad. Very cool though, again, glad we had that opportunity. That was awesome. And now we'll go see Prometheus and get the lore reason for why he's still here.
Here's our prey. Well, agent of change. The monster Typhon is eliminated and my master certainly is not himself. Or rather, now he is. Many have said they knew you could do it, but only I truly did. Yet you know as well as I that we're not finished.
Kronos has surrendered, but here you still are, giving his remnant legions their orders. Decided to take matters into your own thieving hands, then?
That I decided long ago, when I gave myself to your Lord Uncle's chains. And I still oppose you, yes. For what you seek beyond, you shall find only through the flames of battle.
So it seems like the lore reason that Prometheus is still here is just because he's an angry dude. He's still just got a lot of rage and needs to work it out. I mean, I think the rage is misdirected. He should try to fight Zeus in a 1v1, but he's gonna take it out on me instead. So he's here because he wants to be. Yeah, apparently. Sometimes it's no more simple than that, I guess. Prometheus is still a boss because he's an edgelord. Interesting, yeah.
First, followed by the top.
Middle, middle, up. Out of that fire. I'm not going over there to attack you. Come on. Thank you. Stop standing in the fire.
Is that all?
Alright, he's half health. And here come the reinforcements. Ooh. Thankfully my dodge kicked in there, saved me a hit. Up, middle, up, down, middle, up, middle, up, down. Ah, I didn't quite make it. Middle. He's still bitter about his liver? I think that's exactly what he's bitter about, yes. And it rhymes. Hestia's burn or scorch effects are really coming in handy. You can see how much burn damage he's taking. It's hitting 999. And down he goes!
I knew I could not stop you. On the contrary, prevail. I cannot stop you. Yet I fight.
Ash says being immortal does suck sometimes. Yeah, I think so.
Enough of his foresight.
Thanks, Death. He's definitely a tough adversary, so very glad we were able to beat him. And now the Will of Night is done as well. We completed the Testament. He's definitely fighting a one-man war versus Olympus, and Kronos was just helpfully aligned. Yeah, I think that's exactly right. Speaking of Kronos, what are you doing here, Pop?
Ah, there you are, my girl. As you have faithfully retraced your path, now I, in turn, may shift you to a different sort of time, in which a remnant of the monstrous Typhon yet looms large over this very place. Ready?
Ah, so there you have it. This is a temporal possibility, just like it was in the underworld. Prometheus's insurance doesn't cover therapy. He's coping. I feel like most of his convos were setting up the fact that he thinks Olympus as an institution should fall, not that he ever really rooted for Kronos' plan. Yeah, exactly. Totally agree.
Not quite. Shall this go much like at my father's house? The way you conjured up a vision of a time that could have been.
If all proceeds as planned, then yes. I shall create a shift as you depart. Seek that monster and do battle, so that we may yet eliminate even the possibility of him.
I'm still not used to Kronos being all chipper and peppy and happy, but I'll take it.
Then.
Alright, before we go, I do want to switch my heirloom, though. We're going to switch it to Evil Eye, because that's going to allow us to deal 30% more damage to Typhon, who is the last enemy who vanquished me. And then we're going to spend some money at Hermes' shop and head on up and into another time.
I'm back.
Very spooky. The summit? Yes, not in our timeline, but in another timeline that we don't ever want to become a possibility. This is the big cleanse.
The storm of Typhon, which no longer plagues Olympus, once again engulfs the princess of the dead. For there are possibilities in which the father of all monsters lives.
Well, not for long.
I was wondering how the devs were going to deal with the fact that we did defeat both bosses, but ultimately, obviously, the game continues, so it makes sense that we're instead moving into the multiverse, essentially. That's always the answer, right? When in doubt, just throw in a multiverse. Alrighty, the final ascent.
There he is.
Yo! Let's go see Selene, seeing as I re-rolled her boon last time.
That broodling again.
It's a bit contrived, but that's just time travel in general. I don't fault the writers for it. No, exactly. Exactly. That's just what happens when you bring in time travel or multiversal theories into a property. Unfortunately, it is a bit contrived, and usually there are some plot holes, but oftentimes it's the best you can do to keep a story going, such as this. So I don't mind it either. Damage seems decent for this point in the run. Can definitely use a little bit of an upgrade, but we're doing good damage. Again, the Scorch is really, really doing a lot of damage. Auntie Hestia came through for us with her boons. Does someone want to look up how much HP the spawn of Typhon has? It'd be interesting to know, just in comparison to Typhon himself, how much HP we just had to deal with there. Okay, our Hex restores more HP. We can use it more often. We get money when we use it, and our Hex makes us impervious for a second.
Illumination.
Illumination. All right. That was easy. We got a special delivery. Thank you very much, my speedy, speedy cousin. so far so good. A little bit of mining, and then let's go see Aphrodite. If the fandom wiki is to be trusted, the spawn has 25,000 HP. Okay, so he's what, a third of Typhon regular? I feel like we're doing pretty good here. We should hopefully maybe be okay against Typhon. I don't want to jinx myself, but I feel pretty good about it. Go. Easy peasy, down goes the tail. Monster's been repelled for now, but that means there's only one thing left to do, and that's fight the monster proper.
Made to order.
First, though, we get our delivery, which is a Hephaestus boon. We're going to grab the security system, which increases the rank of martial art. And Aphrodite gives us a duo boon. While foes are weak, any scorch they have does not diminish as it deals damage.
Beautiful.
Double up on the Aphrodite and the Hestia boons. That's great.
Ooh.
Alrighty, there's only one stop left, and that's the summit.
Next floor.
Hey, Em.
Hey. Would you like, oh. No, he's still not willing to accept any ambrosia. He still has concerns, and I still need to spend more money at his shrines. I don't know how much more money he wants me to spend. I feel like I've spent so much.
There's been no sign of him, but now Gramps has these little time pockets, and once we go in, it's like Typhon never left.
That's more or less a way to understand it, but how are you even here? I didn't realize Grandfather was sending others through. Do you even know how to get back?
I run fast enough, I can get back. Gramps also left the others with the means to get us out, and we're keeping a close eye on him. I better take a look around.
Careful out there.
Ooh, we get free pomegranates.
My entitlement.
Nice, for winning in the arena. I didn't realize we would be able to reap the benefits of that more than once. Let's upgrade Broken Resolve. Then I want to grab some shields. I want to grab some healing. Oh, I grabbed the Aphrodite boon, but that's okay. Then I'll grab the healing, and unfortunately that puts us just out of range of buying anything else, unless there's enough gold in this. No. Just short. Alright, well we're going in with 3 Death Defiances, full HP, some shields, over 300 magic, and a good array of boons, so I feel alright about this. Let's go.
Okay. I've returned!
Go my shields. Here's the halfway point. Hello, Uncle Zeus.
As well, Typhon.
Lord Zeus.
Now get him, niece, exactly as before.
Oh, now he's calling out Hades. I feel like he only ever has called out Zeus in these fights, so that's new. More minions! Ooh, that one hatched a little spawn of Typhon. Interesting. No problem, though. Oof. That headbutt was a problem. There's so much happening. There we go. Got him. I didn't even use a Death Defy tonight. Is that the first time I've ever beaten Typhon without a Death Defy? It very well could be. Either way, Typhon has been eradicated in this timeline. Bye-bye, buddy. Glory is ours. Oh, that feels good. That feels really good, especially because we had 4 fear used on this run. We got through it. We even fought an extra boss because we had to fight Zagreus on the way. Honestly, I feel really good about that run right there. I think everything worked out pretty good. And now we get to examine this.
Once more, no trace remains of our world's worst monstrosity, and the mere possibility that he could have wreaked further havoc on this mountaintop grows faint.
That's just what we like to hear. That
Well,
run was damn nice. Thank you, Noella. And I feel like I'm good authority on that. I'm almost sure it isn't, but that doesn't make it any less of a W. No, that feels good. I feel powerful tonight. Mel, Princess of the Underworld, Savior of the Overworld. Let's go reap the rewards now and celebrate with the crew, shall we?
To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. It worked.
Sure did. I think we're back in our time now. Back in the Palace of Zeus. Again, getting to enjoy the feel of the sun on her skin. Must be weird for poor Mel. And now let's go check in on the fam. I wonder who's here today. Other than the usual suspects, of course. Oh, Kronos is here!
King and Queen.
Oh, and Demeter is here. Okay, lots of people. Let's listen in on their conversation.
Now do you see, my son? Although the Typhon with whom you already clashed is gone, there could have been certain circumstances under which he remained. One fewer now, of course.
And how many of these circumstances are there, would you say, Father? For we cannot expect Melinui to battle to our mountaintop for all eternity.
Speaking of which, welcome again, my dear. We were just having ourselves a bit of a chat with your grandfather. We've not decided what to do with him as yet, you see.
Oh, hello, granddaughter. I had assured the king and queen that you would be victorious again, for you have been victorious before. Thank you for validating my theories.
Oh, you're welcome. King Zeus, Queen Hera. I can attest these possibilities of Typhon do appear to exist, having just found one with grandfather's assistance and eradicated it.
Typhon is closer to a shade of himself now. The possibility of his dominion over Olympus has grown faint, and fainter still with each of your successes. But how many are required, I unfortunately cannot calculate.
And why not? Perhaps if we persuaded you sufficiently, Titan, you'd be inclined to answer in a more straightforward way.
I have but recently learned of these possibilities myself. Time is flowing freely forth for the most part. My granddaughter merely can ensure that there are no obstructions of concern. At her convenience, of course.
And I would see to that, however long it takes. By your leave, of course, O King and Queen. I ask that you permit Grandfather to carry on. Thus far, he's been true to his word.
We do have something suitable for you in mind, Father, but due to matters of security, our palace henceforth is to be sealed off. Melenoi, perhaps when your mother resumes her yearly travels here, you may come visit again.
We've been such awful hosts to you, my dear. We never intended for any of this to occur. But we have pledged you our support before, and you shall have it for as long as you require. Even if we bicker over it now and again. Take care.
Be safe.
Looks like Zeus and Hera haven't fully warmed up and forgiven Kronos yet, which is fair, because again, they don't have the memories like I do that make that transition a little easier. In the meantime, though, Grandma's here!
We did it, Grandmother.
Yeah, they're low-key kicking me
You
out.
fought so hard for me, for all of us. But it must be difficult to see Kronos again.
I shall not dignify him with so much as a passing glance, Melenoi. The Titan would have reached a different end were it for me to decide, but I'm grateful that the outcome was not worse.
From what I gathered, this may be farewell for a while, at least face to face. I'll still be seeing you most nights, if you'll be able to keep aiding me by boon.
Of course. And there shall come a time again when your mother shall be visiting us half the year. Perhaps then you may come along. Once every few seasons at least.
Yeah, the dialogue's interesting. It seems like this is going to be our final visit to Zeus's palace, so I guess if we do any other overworld runs, they'll just end after we defeat Typhon. Zeus is no longer going to welcome me back in because he wants to lock Kronos out, and unfortunately, we suffer the effects of that as well.
Oh, and here, to keep you warm.
Ooh, we did learn new alchemy for shimmering ambrosia. Thanks, Gram. But yeah, dickhead Zeus strikes again.
We ought to be feasting in your name as far as I'm concerned, Sunshine. No sign of Dionysus still, and our new guest has drawn most of the attention. Soon we also won't be letting anybody in from the outside.
Oh yeah, it's entirely on brand for Zeus. What else is new? Exactly.
It's all right, cousin, as I'm not much for feasting anyhow. And we do need to find a place for this grandfather of ours. Do you know what Lord Uncle Zeus has in store for him?
Not entirely, but my impression is he's sending Kronos back into the underworld, to Lord Hades. Apparently they've reached some sort of bargain. So, you truly think our grandfather has changed?
I think he has a different outlook on things, yes. As for me, sounds like I may not be able to return anytime soon. This place truly is beyond compare, and with each visit, you've made me feel welcome. Thank you for that and everything.
Oh, come on, it's all of us who should be thanking you, and quite profusely, I should add. Anyhow, not like this is a permanent farewell. I'll keep in touch by boon, alright?
Yeah, it kind of sucks that we can't come back here anymore, but anyway, that's all we can do. Maybe I'll be able to return someday with my mother, but for now, this is it for the Palace of Zeus. Farewell, everybody.
I may not be visiting again anytime soon, so thank you all. And please let the others know I wish them well. Let's keep in touch by boon. Return to Shadow now.
Time flows freely forth, thanks to our hard work. Keeping the place clean.
Wakey.
Alrighty, folks. Well, there you have it. A good first look at the epilogue of Hades 2. Clearly, there is still so much content for us to explore, but I like to see how the underworld and overworld routes have changed, and most importantly, how they've sort of justified their presence lore-wise. I wasn't sure after tonight if I was gonna do another Hades 2 stream, but I gotta be honest, I think I want to do one more. I want to see if I can wake up Hypnos, or at the very least, there's still some other stuff I want to explore, some more loose ends I want to tie up. So we are going to play Hades 2 again tomorrow night and see what else we can sort of accomplish. So yeah, this won't be the end of Hades 2. We're going to have at least one more epilogue stream. We'll see how it goes tomorrow night and then take it from there. But hopefully you guys enjoyed your first look at the epilogue here this evening, and hopefully if you did, I will see you guys back here again tomorrow night as we continue and try to tackle some of those tasks. I know we just finished a couple of prophecies as well, so we're going to need to hand those in and all that good stuff. So thank you all so very much for hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. It was so much fun. As always, everybody enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Have a great hump day tomorrow. Like I said, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow night for some more Hades 2 epilogue. And if not, enjoy the rest of your week, everybody. Take care of yourselves, and hopefully I will see you guys back here again soon. Good night, guys.